Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Expeditions, a MudRunner game for what is live stream number 7 as we continue our journey through the game. Good morning. Hope your week is going well. Today we're back for 3.5 hours as we continue on from last Thursday's stream. Now, last Thursday we finished the last expeditions in Coconino before heading to the Sonoran Desert to set up our base of operations, but it didn't quite go to plan. So at the end of the stream we were stuck. We had to get a car out of a muddy bog for the mission to set up your first base in the Sonoran Desert, and we attempted to do this in one of the scout vehicles, and we failed. We ran out of fuel. We needed to drive a different vehicle all the way there. We found the scout wasn't powerful enough to pull this vehicle out of this pit that it was in, and we failed. But what made things worse is at the end of the stream, instead of pressing menu, I pressed HQ, which meant the whole mission finished, and we had failed to complete it. So it means we've got to redo the whole thing today. A little bit frustrating, admittedly. It's one of those where, yes, I pressed the wrong button. We're not worse off because we've got to redo it anyway. We had to get a different vehicle all the way down. We had plotted 2 vehicles for the expedition, so we hadn't lost out massively, but that means our scout vehicle isn't there as well, whereas it would have been otherwise. If anything, it's just frustrating. And it was just a mistake by myself that I just pressed the wrong thing. We were out of time anyway. We was finishing the stream, and yeah, I just pressed the wrong button, which meant we reset the whole thing. So these things happen. We know what we've got to do today. We've got to go and get this vehicle out of this pit in the Sonoran Desert. But first, we have to get all the way there. But this time, we're not using a scout vehicle because obviously that didn't quite work out well for us last time. I don't think the scout vehicle was strong enough. I think that was the issue. It didn't have enough torque to actually pull the vehicle out. So I think we need an off-road vehicle, which is what we'll do first thing. We're going to get all the way there, which is, it's not an easy trip. It's not close by. So it'll take us a little bit of time to get back to the entrance to it, at the very least. And then from there, we'll figure it out. That's the best we can really do, to be fair. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can get this expedition done. We can begin the Sonoran Desert properly and, yeah, make some progress from there. That's the plan for today. All my stuff is done. Mass thanks to everyone who watched the video from yesterday. Obviously, I just had to answer a query we had from several people about putting expeditions onto the side to a degree whilst we focus on ACD. I think I made the right decision. I know some people are still not happy about it, but as I say in the video, you guys voted for KCD. This was my choice to put in. I have got a date for the Roadcraft DLC, Reclaim DLC, that's coming with the Wrecking Board and 2 new maps. I had a brief look this morning, supposedly, and it's not confirmed 100% yet. I need to double check things. 24th of March next week, the Reclaim DLC for Roadcraft releases. So when that releases, we'll probably switch back to it completely. DLC. We'll come back to this after that, is my thinking. But we'll see how we go. I think it's one of those, really. I'm really enjoying Expeditions of MudRunner game. I really enjoy it. I know it's not for everyone. I get that, but neither is Roadcraft. But we'll figure things out. We always do. And KCD's going well at the minute as well. So Arizona, we completed all the missions all the expeditions, I should say, in Coconino. There are still things to do there, though. It's not fully done. There's still side missions and things to do. The plan is we finish all the expeditions in all 4 areas, and then from there we then go to each one, clear all the other stuff, and we'll probably then go back to the tutorial area and finish the stuff we didn't manage to finish previously before moving on to the next place. Arizona is currently our home. So our next mission in Sonoran Desert is heavy load. We'll go through this again because obviously we exited the mission the wrong way, so we lost everything. This is set by Terra Scout Geological. In one of our last expeditions, the weather conditions changed dramatically. We were forced to return to base because of our haste. One of our trucks was stopped somewhere in the quarry. We didn't have time to fix its coordinates. We asked you to find this truck and deliver it to the evacuation point. It's a hard mission. We need to travel to a different map. There are no requirements. We just need our best stuff. Bonus rewards: consume no more than 4 to 6 litres of fuel, collect more than 4 items per end of session, including exhibition. We gain a radar frame module for completing this and a new outpost because the big thing is the outpost in the Sonoran Desert to start from. Not too worried about collecting more than 4 items. If we can, we will. Not a big deal. Consume no more than 460 litres of fuel. We'll see. We still don't know what them white things do in terms of what we gain from completing these extra missions. We've got 385 of them, but I've got no clue what they're for. So if anyone does know, do let me know. Thanks for the like, Mr. That was. Right, we made the mistake last time, as I say, with scout vehicle not being powerful enough. So we need off-road. I probably will set a scout vehicle as well, just in case, but I think off-road is definitely the go-to here. We were on about buying a new off-road vehicle, but I'm pretty sure we haven't quite got the money now. We don't own the Lodestar, we own the SE though. I know it's DLC, but we started with it. We haven't got that one, but again, DLC. We have the Step 310, we have this other SE version. The Crocodile is one we've been looking at, but we've only got 90,000, we need 80 for this. I think we hold off, but Crocodile is our next vehicle to buy. That's our thinking. But probably maybe where we finish this mission, to be fair. So, what do we take? We've got to think about distance, and this one is quite a long way. So I think the Action SE may be our go-to for this, to be fair. It has the furthest range we can drive in any of our vehicles. Our off-road vehicles, anyway. Mainly because it's got, I think, the biggest fuel tank, isn't it? I think that's the reason for it. So I think this may be our go-to vehicle for this. Kind of rear-mounted rack. We've got the heavy bumper on at the minute, which is the best one. Yeah, outstanding crash protection. Still don't know about sun visors and what they're really for. That's the only thing I'm unsure of. Bear me a second, my boys just messaged. Hopefully he's at school. If he isn't, then we've got an issue. He hurt his knee yesterday. He stood up a bit too quick and pulled something in his knee, and he's been struggling all night with it. Hopefully he's okay. They're doing PE today, and he's got yoga. When I did PE at school, yoga wasn't a thing, but now they do yoga and PE. Hopefully that helps stretch his leg out a bit more, to be fair. He was struggling a bit last night. Just random movement that caught him off guard. Roof rack we've already got on board. That's filled with fuel. I think that's handy. We've got the emergency reserve L. Those take more parts. Ignore rims because it doesn't matter. I don't think we've got something better to have on the back. Short sideboard is our current one. The only other thing we can have is the flat bed, which I don't think matters. In terms of engine, we've got the second one. We've got the off-road gearbox currently. We have got high range, but I don't think that's going to help us. Although, was this the vehicle we had the issue with fuel dropping dramatically? No, I think off-road is good, actually. We've got the stock kit there. Tyres. Currently using the off-road 47-inch Euro D1s. There's nothing else unlocked. We've got the high-power winch, which I think would be handy, because we want to pull that vehicle out. Gaugeable diff lock, and we've got the snorkel. Okay, I think this is good to go. And we can put stuff on it as well. So if we go to the inventory, obviously the main things we've got to look out for here is this, and the tow ropes. That leaves us our winch usable. That's why I want the tow rope, to be able to use the winch. Sideboards. I think we add in some more fuel. We know we're going a decent distance. That's the thing. Do we add more than that? Yeah. I think the more fuel we have, the better. Because that means we'll get there. And that was the concern. We ran out of fuel last time. Now, do we have a secondary backup vehicle just in case? We have got the Kelpie, which might be handy to have. Hasn't got the distance. But I'm thinking the Kelpie as well. We're not going to start with the Kelpie. Roof rack's got a small cargo. Can have a roof rack on it. It's £8 though for a roof rack. Currently got the small cargo. That would give us a load more slots. I think we hold off at the minute. I don't expect us to need this, but just in case we do, I think we send it with us just in case. And in the inventory store, we put those two. Again, if we don't use the vehicle, it's not the end of the world. That's the thing. It's just there just in case. Right. I think that's good. In terms of team composition, I think we take mechanic. I think we take a hydrologist, because although it doesn't say there's water, we know there is. And then we're going to decide either, I don't think we need that. It's either going to be an operator for the drone, although I say this was an operator for the drone, what do we gain really? I suppose the only thing is trading between the drone and the vehicle is handy. I don't think we need to scout the area because we've been there last stream. I think that's a decent setup. The Axion can more than do the distance needed now. I think it's the only vehicle we have that can do the distance as it's set up currently. I think that's good. So we're starting at the southwest outpost, and we need to head all the way across here to go to the Sonoran Desert. It's a decent distance just to drive before we even get anywhere, but I think that's the best course of action. Do we set the Kelpie over here? Although I don't think we can fly the Kelpie to a different map with the helicopter. I think no matter how it happens, we have to drive it. So I don't think it's worth changing the Kelpie to a different outpost, in all honesty. I think we're good as is. Right, let's begin the expedition. Frustrated that we messed this up in the last stream, but hopefully we can make that up today and open up this new area. As always, we always have all-wheel drive on. So in terms of where we're heading, we kind of need to turn around on ourselves here. We're just going to make our way towards the gateway over to our right-hand side, or the east, essentially. It's a decent distance to drive, admittedly. I don't think there's anything else to take. I'm just going to have a quick look in the workshop. We haven't got any spare parts anyway, so it's not the end of the world. I just wanted to see if there's anything we could do. Fuel's maxed. I think we're good to go, to be fair. My plan is not to need the Kelpie, in all honesty. But if we need it, it's there. That's the thing. The other thing we want to do, once we set up base operations in the Sonoran Desert, the big thing will be a helicopter. I think that's our focus now on any new area, is to put a helicopter in place. We found out how useful they are to get a different vehicle towards your current vehicle's place. To fix it or to refuel it, the helicopter makes that so much easier. So that needs to be one of the first things you buy at any outpost. We only need one on the map, because we can set a vehicle to start there every expedition. And even if it's just a refueling vehicle, that helps us massively long term. So I think we've learned, although we've not done much outpost building in any map so far, it's because it's not really been something we've needed. I'm assuming later maps will be more of a thing that we're going to need. Let's just check the map. Currently we've not been using it because we don't need to. Whereas I think we are learning that the helicopter pad is probably one of the best things in each area. You only need one, but yeah. They're expensive as well. Other than that, we've not really been pushed to buy anything else. And set up anything else, which is weird. I expect to be pushed a bit more to need these things. Right, if we go straight here, I'm just trying to work out our best route. Because we could go around there with the water, we could go down. I think we go to our left and down, to be fair. We want the least amount of damage on us as possible. The reason we take the tow rope, we know we're taking the vehicle out of the place it's stuck in, and the tow rope will enable us still to use our winch whilst towing the vehicle. That's why the tow rope is important. First time we're really utilising it, but it is definitely important. We realised that last time. But yeah, scout vehicle just wasn't powerful enough. I think it was the Kelpie we took potentially last time as well, but it just wasn't good enough for what we needed. There's the high-powered winch on this, hopefully, to do the job. That is the hope. Right, I think we're heading down here. Yeah. As we know, this is a decent drive away just to get to where we're going. Okay, this is where we could become a little bit unstuck if we're not careful. We're going to take this a bit careful. Ah, twisted. That's what we didn't want, is the twist. Or roll. I think we're stuck. We have got a way of fixing ourselves, but Kind of rather just roll over right now. That would fix us straight away. Problem is, I don't want to. Yeah, okay. What we're going to need to do before this is why we bring things with us, though. We got our. I don't think a jack. No, we can't use it. We're not upside down, so we can't use the jack screw. We can use one of these. Okay, if we now use it from the front, I'm hoping it'll pull us round. We knew this was a possibility, hence why we always set things up on the vehicle. For these very reasons. Settle. There we go. Okay, still can't. I'm in reverse, that's why I want to. More help with going forward, wouldn't it? That wasn't the reason we were stuck though. Just an awkward bit to get down there. Right, there we go, we're good. But that's why we have these extra parts on us to help us get out of these situations. That's the thing. We've always got to be prepared for the unexpected. Things like jack screws and anchor points definitely make a difference. I like being prepared. That's the thing. I think that's what stands this game apart from things like SnowRunner and Roadcraft. Is you can prepare. You can take things with you that you know are going to come in useful. Roadcraft, there's lots of delivering and stuff, and fixing things and building things and just building roads. But you can't really prepare stuff to help you out in situations, but with this you can. Okay, we just need to check our positioning. So we're making our way through here. We need to head towards the left here. I think last time we went that way, which is probably our safest bet, to be fair. We're ignoring all the side missions and stuff around us. We worked out last time it just wasn't on our way to where we're going, so it's not worth us doing it. Our focus is getting to the Sonoran Desert. I'd say all the things we haven't completed on the maps we'll come back and do, and once we've done every expedition. So we do want to make sure every area is 100% cleared. That's the thing. But yeah, we need to keep heading east, essentially. Okay, just double check. We want to be heading slightly northeast here. You can see the map orientation at the bottom. Yeah, a bit northeast to come along here and follow the old road. So we're going that way. Mud. Too bad though. I think this is one of our best vehicles we've used so far, especially off-road vehicle. I think one, it's the distance it can drive. There is the upgrades it's done to be fair, but also on top of that, it's powerful. It just keeps going. We are trying to use all different vehicles all the time, so we don't always use the best vehicle for the job. We use the vehicle that we haven't used in a while, as much as we can. Right, up and through. Bit of mud here. You can see the mud. It's kind of shaded there, so I wonder if that's why it's a bit more wetter than around the other places. Right, we keep heading through. Whoa, you want to be a bit careful with the tyres, like we don't want to take any damage if we can avoid it. And we're just hoping this high-powered winch will help us get the other vehicle out of where it is. Don't expect it to be easy though, that's the thing. We know what the issue was last time. But yeah, I'm hoping the high-powered winch will make a difference this time. Okay. Let's have a look. So, we want to keep going straight here. There is a bit to come. We either head down here and round now. Depends how that climb is on the right. Or we go between here for the trees. I think we go down towards the trees. I do like how all the vehicles do feel completely different as well. They all have their benefits, all have their weaknesses and their bonuses. Doesn't mean that choice of vehicle is important, although we try and use different vehicles every time, which obviously makes them slightly harder. But they definitely all have their benefits. Right, we want to head round these rocks here, probably left-hand side of that big rock over there. Yeah, left-hand side I think is our best bet here. There's a climb point over here. I know you're not meant to have all-wheel drive on all the time, it does use your fuel up more, but I just find all-wheel drive makes everything so much easier. I know it makes your fuel go down, but as long as you mitigate that with spare fuel, there's no reason to turn it off, I don't think anyway. Okay. So here we want to be heading slightly towards the water, so we want to go right around this next bit, down here. And we're nearly there, we're nearly at the entrance to the Sonoran Desert. Which is where the fun and games begins. I kind of roughly remember what it was like when we was there with the last stream. Before I messed things up and pressed the wrong button to come out, because we run out of time. But I kind of remember some of what we're going to do and where we're going to go. But it's like learning any new map, it's going to take a bit of time. Okay, so here, if we can come down here, I think we should. We're going to stick to the left of the water. Depends on how bad that drop is. There is maybe a bit better situation to our right. How bad's this drop? It's not too bad actually. As long as we stay fairly straight. And then we head to the left of the water. Up we go. And then just need to know if we're going up and round or we're going to our right hand side. We can go up and round here, that's fine. And then we've got to come down towards this other patch of water over there. There you go. So we should be able to see the next bit of water coming up. Down this way. Yeah, we can get down there. There's the next patch of water, and that's where we're heading to the right. Okay, double check. Yeah, so we want to stay next to the water as such. We don't need to go high. There are some buildings here we want to try and avoid a little bit. We've got to head down here. So we can head close to the water level. If we stayed high, we'll probably get to the water buildings which we don't want to be. There's the ghost horse in the distance there, you can see it. That ghost horse seems to be here all the time whenever we drive here. As you get closer like that, it disappears. We were here for a mission previously, and I think we had to take pictures of the area. Obviously the ghost horse was there, then disappeared. I do think that's quite cool, the ghost horse. I'm assuming it's a remnant of the old mining town, village, whatever you want to call it. Camp. Old Stump is the name of it. Okay. Not the easiest terrain, and we're so glad once we're here, once we've got to Sonoran Desert to set up first base. Makes life a little bit easier. Right, we want to keep heading down here. To straight ahead until we can see the water on our left hand side. So far though, it's gone pretty well. We can get there on a full tank of fuel, and then refuel once we're in the Sonoran Desert. That would be good. The big thing is how much fuel we're going to use trying to pull this vehicle out, because obviously that's going to matter. Okay, water should be on our left hand side coming up now. Yep, there it is. Okay, and then from there we just need to go through it essentially. To that, is it to the right? Yes, to the right. So up there. I think we can stay. I think we can go through it. I don't think. Yeah, it's fine. I thought for a minute it might be really deep, but actually no, absolutely fine. We are nearly at the entrance to where we need to go, and then the fun begins. Right, are we staying down or going up? I think we need to go up slightly, don't we? Yeah. We need to head to our right and go up. I think this is where we were sure last time. I'm going to figure that out. Well, okay, slipped a little bit down the rock. We're slightly off that. There we go. And there's our entranceway. We are good to go. Okay, onto the Sonoran Desert. Hopefully this time we can do what we failed to do at the end of last stream. Let's go. Dry and hot area once divided by full flowing rivers, of which little is now left. In some places, timid attempts to industrialise the region are visible. Clearly did not succeed. It's part of the Arizona region. Thanks for the like for those, much appreciated. So far so good. It's gone pretty well so far, but that was the easy bit. We had a tough time even reaching the vehicle last time. It's not in the easiest place to get to be fair. So we're here now. The vehicle we've got to get to, you can see our route last time is here, and then we need to bring it back to here. Now, I don't know if there's a better way of getting to it, to come around on ourselves this way maybe. Because it does look like there's an entranceway here. I don't mind going a different way that we did last time. I think that wouldn't be a bad thing, because the way we went last time wasn't fun. But actually, I don't think we can even get up from down there. Looking around here, I don't obviously know where this leads, but this whole ridge here does not look climbable. There's potential there, but again, doesn't look simple. Maybe there actually might be climbable. But then once you've got up there, you've got to get onto this bit up here, and again, it just looks a nightmare to try and climb up. Yeah, I don't think that's climbable. If we go on the other side, look how high that is. There's potential there. That's about the only thing I can see that potentially is a way up. And even then, it's not guaranteed. If we go there, though, we need to go up here. So we currently start all the way back down here. So once we get to here, past this airdrop here, we need to decide what we're doing. There's a mission here, Lonely Tree. Did we not pick that mission up last time? Yeah, we did. It's there. Take a photo of the tree. Oh, it's all over there. That's why we didn't do it. So what we'll do, we'll head roughly where we're going. And then we've got to make a decision after that which way we're going. But we'll get to where we're going first. Yeah, we need to go to the right here, wasn't it? I think the big thing about this area is more the lack of entrance points to get up some of the big cliffs. It does seem like a lot of the big cliffs have one point of entrance, and that's about it. So you've got to be very selective with your route, I would say. That's what it seems to be here, but time will tell how easy that becomes. But it does seem like you just have to be very selective. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a harsh environment and an interesting test, to be fair, I think, to see how we get on here. I don't think missions in the desert are going to be easy. I think they're going to be interesting at the very least. Whereas Coconino wasn't too bad. Grand Canyon, there's still some expeditions to do there, but again, it wasn't that bad. This is definitely going to be a whole new kettle of fish, I think. Right, let's have a quick look where we're heading. So here is nearly where we've got to make a decision. I think we stated right. Let's go and check out the airdrop. I know there's a bonus for picking up four items during the expedition. Again, not fussed about that too much. We tend to fail it even when we try to pick up 4 items. We grab 4 things and it's still we failed. So I'm not too sure how that's going to go. But if we can refuel a bit, maybe that's a good thing to do while we're here. While we're near the airdrop. Not too sure why we didn't pick it up last time, to be fair. There might have been a reason, I can't remember why we didn't last stream. Oh, bit of engine damage, we can fix that though, it's not an issue. A bit of damage, but it doesn't affect the vehicle, it doesn't, it mustn't say it did, so it doesn't. When your stats of the vehicle change, it's when you know the damage is affecting you. Let's have a quick look at this airdrop. Let's have a look. So, we've got some scrap metal here. We can refuel. I don't know if this fuel comes back, but I want to take spares, I think, just in case. We always said we haven't had a chance to test if these airdrops come back or not. And to be fair, I'm not sure. Might pick up the scrap while we're here. I don't know what happens to it, whether it just gets added to our mount or what. We still haven't quite figured that out. Right, we need to be heading down. I think this is why we didn't come here last time. Just because it meant you got to go down. You can't really get down from where we are. We do need to make this decision of what we're doing though. I wouldn't mind trying going up this way. It's whether that's doable. Because obviously it's going to cost us fuel to even try. If we look over there, that is not fun. I think actually our way up, we were thinking it's here. We can see it from ahead of us, and I don't think it might be doable actually. It may just be doable. It's not going to be easy though. Right, I think we can get down this way. Maybe it's going to be tight. I think you're better off reversing and going down the other way. No point risking something when we want to get this mission complete so we can actually crack on in the desert. And knowing that any rescue is a long way away, if we seriously mess up, we've got to be a little bit careful really. We have got jack screws in case we do roll though. Right, do we risk? It is still a risk trying to go up. I don't know if it's the right decision. Obviously we went round last time. Just the whole climb looks horrendous. Try and get up there. Whoa. Damage to the engine. We've got to go down here no matter what. Let's just drop down slowly. We can fix the engine, so it's not the end of the world. Don't roll them. Right. This is where we've got to make that decision now, really. Which way are we going? Okay, so the climb there that we're looking at, I don't think that's doable. It crimps right at the top. There is a climb to our left, you can just see it over there. And then we'd have to head across. So we could potentially get up here by the looks of things. And then it's heading across and hoping that's doable there. Obviously if it's not, we've wasted fuel. But that would also be a nice way round to get down here. And then put it up here maybe. Because we did figure out how to do this bit last time. I think we try it. I think we do it. In all honesty, I think that would be the way to go. Right, we've got to get down here. We've got to go to our right to get down here, I think. I think we head up. I think we go a different way. This is either going to be a really good decision or really bad. Hopefully there's another airdrop to refuel if we really need to. That would be really handy, admittedly. Right, I want to go on around the water this time. Yeah, I think we go a different way. The only thing we don't know is that route. Although I don't think you'll be able to get up. I think that's going to be too high. Yeah. There is potential for a climb up to our right. I don't think it's doable though. I think there's going to be a lot of conquering some of these hills and cliff edges and trying to figure out the routes up. And making sure what we choose is the right way, not a horrendous way. Because even that looks doable. but it does crimp at the top, I think, and then rocks are going to make that really tricky. But it does look doable. That's the thing. It's some of these places you look at and go, I can do that, and then once you start it, you get yourself in trouble. It's like, that was a bad idea. Right, was this the way we was looking at going up? I don't think it was. I think it's further around still. Right, just see I was going up on the rest. What was the bit we saw to go up? It was this bit on our right, wasn't it? This is the bit that looked doable. Looking at it now, I'm not so sure. In all honesty. Oh, actually, it doesn't look a very big gap, does it? The other bit behind us may be more doable, to be fair. Let's quickly... I'm going to turn the engine off. Let's send up the drone. I just want to have a quick look at what we're thinking here. So, it's either that gap there that we're looking at to go up. Up here and up there. Which doesn't look... It looks extremely tight, and if we can't fit through the gap, I think there'll be a problem. The other way is this bit here, which again looks doable. Either that, or we have to go the way we went with the scout vehicle, which wasn't the best. Is there a way up further around this corner? Because that bit seems to go down a bit there. No. Look at how high that cliff edge is. There's no way. Well, saying that, no. Thought maybe there, but no. Just too high a cliff. Part of me thinks we go back the other way. This choice will make or break this expedition. Because if we run out of fuel, we've got to call the Kelpian to help us, or we need to restart the whole thing. We really don't want to do. We have got anchor points if we need them. I'm not even sure we can get up there. I don't think we can get up there, to be fair. No, I think we go back the way we went last time. I just don't think that climb is doable. Even in this. I think that climb would be a nightmare. Yeah, I think we do what we did last time and go round. It would just... I don't think we can get up there, that's the problem. I think it would just mess us up. So I think we go round the way we went last time. I think that's our best bet. It's a shame because I really wanted to check that route out, but I just think... I don't know if we'd actually get up the hill. And if we did, I don't know if we'd do it in one piece. I think we're better off going back to plan A. I really wanted to see if we can climb up there though. But I just think it'd be a bad decision. And that bit just seems too tight to try and get through. So I think we'll leave that as well. Okay, let's focus on what we need to do then. Made the decision now, we've got to stick to it. Just, I don't know, it seemed doable, but then as you get closer to it, you then think, well actually, I don't know if it is. Okay, let's have a look. So we need to head where this water is. We need to either stick to the left hand side here or go to the right hand side. To be fair, there is a way of coming in this way and coming around there up and up there, to be fair, rather than this was a pain in the butt to do, I think, last time. Right, we want to be the right hand side of the water, I think, here. And try and stay on that ledge there, potentially. We did build a bridge there. Oh no, actually we want to be on the left hand side, potentially. We can. I think we stay left this time and go through the gap. Too sure how deep the water is. We did have a hydrologist on our staff for this one, just on the off chance we needed some help in the water. To be fair, although it says most of the water's dried up, it kind of lies to you because there's more water than you think there's going to be. I think we went right last time, so this is slightly different than what we did last time. We have got the snorkel on this, or one of them at least, so we have that in our favour. We can see on the map we built a bridge last time as well. Okay. Got to keep checking because we still don't know the area. We can go through this next set of water if we need to. We can try and just hug the edge. And then we're heading to the left hand side. Obviously that bridge is there for a reason. Oh, okay. I need to fix the damage in a second. That bump, we've got a heavy bump on it, and even that still take a few hits. Right, we're here. We want to go up where these trees are and then over the bridge. While we've stopped for a second, let's quickly fix the vehicle. There we go, all fixed. That's quick. Quick and easy fix. No, don't roll. No. Ah, that's what we're trying not to do. We have got our jack screws. It's not the end of the world. Just not what we wanted. We spin it that way. There we go. We got one jack screw left now. Which means we've got to be careful. We didn't pick the spare one up off the airdrop. We probably should have done. Right, we need to get this angle right across the bridge. Okay, so from here, we're going left and then right to get up there, I think, onto this ledge. And then we want to head through, don't we? Yeah. So even though we've been here before, there's still so much we don't know in this area. We're out of base of operations. We're kind of stuck, so this is really important to get this done. I'm a little bit concerned we've only got one jack screw left now. Wouldn't have been my favourite thing to try and... Should have saved it, but we didn't have much choice. We need to go to the right and then up the hill to the left. Thanks for the light, much appreciated otherwise. We're going up that hill. I should have gone up the first bit, I think. You got to think as well, this is Arizona, this is the first proper map in the game, or set of maps, and although it says difficult, very difficult, hard, easy, whatever it says for each expedition, obviously it does depend on you and your driving. Oh, we've not done this climb before. Surprising. Must have done this one last time, but somewhere different maybe. Didn't quite get the power to get up the climb though, we managed it in the end, helped with the tree. So yeah, so although I'm expecting the later areas to be harder, because obviously this is still only the first proper map, so I'm fully expecting later areas to be a lot harder than this. Right, we've got a choice here to make, and I'm curious to what we do. We could go this way, come round ourselves there, which looks doable, doesn't look any issues. The map can lie, obviously. I think that might be better. The last time we went all the way around here, and it was a pain in the butt. We may come back that way, but I think we want to head to the right, so to the next mission point and then to the right of that and through there is my thinking. Fuel wise we are okay. We've got two full tanks of fuel spare, so fuel shouldn't be an issue. The big thing is whether we can pull the vehicle out. If we put it out immediately, fuel's not an issue. If we struggle, that's when fuel becomes a little bit dodgy. We need to be a bit more careful. If we do see an airdrop, we can always take fuel from that, just to be sure. But this is a different way to what we did in the last stream to try and retrieve this vehicle. A good way of opening up a little bit more of the map as well. But also I think this may be a better option, to be fair. Right, there is a way up to here, but I don't think that helps us. We want to go up, I want to keep going round really. But this is the bit that we couldn't get up previously, the cliff that we came and saw ahead of us. This is the cliff. The cliff will be to our right hand side, that we looked at the climbers and went, yeah, not doable. Oh, I don't know what I caught there with a tyre. That's a little bit of damage to the tyre. It's okay, we can't replace it as of yet, it's not enough on it. Caught something on the floor though. Right, I think what we quickly do while we're here, because obviously we've not been this bit before, we'll quickly send the drone up just to see what else is here. There may not be much, but I'd rather have a quick scout and just see. Especially the way we want to be heading. So we're currently down there. Our plan is to head this way and then round. Well, essentially around the back of there. And that will get us to where we're going. And that will get us to the vehicle. To be fair, the route what we want to take seems okay. So we're looking for any yellow squares, red squares. They generally tell you there's something there. I'm not seeing anything, admittedly. We're as high as we can go with this current operator as well. I'm not seeing a single thing. No airdrops, nothing. Just hoping to see something. Does that mean then this whole region will be very difficult to get airdrops and spares and things like that from? If that's the case, we just need to be extra careful, because if we can't get fuel from airdrops, we need to always make sure we've got enough fuel on us. That's the big thing. We can sometimes be a little bit over-reliant on airdrops. Although we haven't done so far, they are handy to have on your routes, that's the thing. Right, we need to work out, we're heading down here or to the left? I think we're heading left. Yeah, so we want to be going left here, because we're heading round here and then down that hill down there. Okay. Give it a reverse. We do want to be going left. At least we've opened up a little bit more of the map by doing this, not just followed the same route as last time. But we need to remember, if we finish mid-expedition, do not press back to headquarters, because it ends the mission. Ends the expedition, essentially, and that was bad. Okay. So we're going to stick to the left here and follow this round on the left-hand side. We have learned that the metal detectors are rubbish as well. That's something we kind of figured out last time. Because everything they kind of send you towards, you generally can see with the drone. So I don't really understand the point of the metal detectors currently, unless I'm missing something. I don't quite understand the reasons behind them. Right, we've got to drop down here. So I think we want to go more to our right over there and come down that way. The other side of the tree, essentially. Yeah, unless anyone has a other reason for using map detectors, which I'm more than happy to hear about. Currently, I think the drone does the same job, if not better. Unless things are more hidden than I've realised so far. Potentially they could be. My experience so far. As long as you use the drone regularly, I think it's better. I'd rather we weren't doing this at night, but we don't speed time up, we don't change time of day, we manage with what we've given. Obviously it's taken us a little while to get here, and now it's turned night time. Right, there is something to our left there. I wonder... Send the drone up. The drones aren't brilliant at night, but I just want to see if there's maybe something we can unblock. Because there is a route to our left, according to what we can see. Vehicles through there. That's where we're heading. It looked like the left-hand route we could go, but actually there is a blockage there, but I don't think it'll become block it with parts. There's no squares there to do it. So I do think we head down. We've only got one jack screw left, so we do not want to tip over if we could really, really help it. because that would put us in serious difficulty. Okay, so now we head through here. There is meant to be a gap on this left-hand side. I think it does look like there's a climb there. This is the reason I wasn't happy we used. Oh, we need to refuel this thing. I wasn't happy about the jack screw being used early on. Because things like this can really mess us up, and it's one slight mistake and do it. Maybe this wasn't the way to go that it looked. I think the other route's probably the safer way, to be fair. I do want to reverse a little bit here, but be careful of tipping. Yeah, this looked like it was a bit of an easier way to get to where we're going. Maybe it wasn't actually. That was really awkward, but we made it. Right, our car is dead ahead, and we need to come out of this, the vehicle. We'll go back a different way anyway. Now, as I say, we tried putting this out last time, and we messed up a few times. We couldn't quite get it out. Now, this time we've got a high-powered winch, which I'm hoping is going to make the difference here. We're not close enough to it. It is in an awkward position, I must admit, but I'm hoping we can pull this out. Turn the engine on. I don't know if we can just pull it as is. Even with handbrake, it's not doing anything. Right. I'm hoping the high-powered winch makes a difference here, but actually I don't think it's going to. Oh, maybe it will. Come on, up, 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 up. This is what happened last time. We couldn't get up this last bit. And now we still can't get up the last bit. Oh, actually. Come on. Oh, come on, it's so close. It is so close to getting up the last bit. Where the concern of fuel comes from. The wheels are lifting though. Come on. Okay, not quite what I wanted to do. Okay, release the winch, mainly because I'm concerned about it rolling over. But there is a chance now we can get our wheels to come down over where they need to be. Obviously we'll tow it back to front, but first we just need to get it out. This is what we struggled with last time, and this is what messed us up last time. Couldn't quite do what we needed to do here. Right, winch connected. I don't think pulling it is going to help. In fact, release the winch. Just put the winch on manually. I'm just thinking, is there a different point of contact? There. Okay. Engine on. Come on. The wheels didn't land where we wanted. They're kind of... Come on, it's so close. It's just that little bit of ledge it's got to get up. There we go. It's out. We've managed to do what we failed to do last time, and that is pull it out. Right, we need to get to a point where we can attach the tow rope to the front. And then turn safely. But it is out of the water. That was, thanks for the like, much appreciated. E-Player, good morning, how are you? We've done what we couldn't do last time. That's the important thing. Now we need to get the tow rope on it from the front and turn round. Which is a little bit concerning. I might actually just reverse it back a little bit here. because obviously my concern is turning. I don't quite know how we're getting out of here yet. So there's a climb to our right here, which I think is probably the way to go, to be fair. Obviously we've got to tow it up there. What I'm thinking, if we attach the winch there, we need this to reverse. I want the tow rope on, but I need it to be to our back end. First we need this to be in a position to go where we want it to. Why are you not reversing? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Once I put that tow rope on, we no longer have the I don't think we can turn it on. I think that's what we learned last time. You need the winch to be able to turn it on. But we may leave the winch attached rather than the tow rope. No! No! Okay. We already used, this is our last jack screw, which is not what we wanted. Why can't we use it? Don't tell me we can't use it. Oh no, the vehicle's not completely out. That'd be why. Okay. Anchor. Because we just need to right the vehicle. It means we're saving the jack screw here. I thought we was completely over, but we're not. There we go. Right. Yeah, we weren't. It wasn't completely over, so we couldn't do the jack screw, which is fine. I'd rather not use it. Right, engine on. We're going to go up that hill there. I'm good. I'm very good, thank you. Very good. Thank you for asking. Okay, we're keeping the winch on for the minute rather than the tow rope, just because we can turn the engine on. Tow rope, we don't have that ability, and I think the requirement least we need the vehicle we're towing to actually go under its own steam. We may even need diff lock here. Tow rope wouldn't do what we need. Right, low range, diff lock. Either that or we're going to need to use the tow rope and then you use a winch to get us up. But I'm hoping we don't need to do that. We can always put an anchor point to do it that way. I don't think I can get up here off our own steam though. Haven't got anything to go up there. Okay. So what we need to do then is release the winch. We need to add a tow rope to it. Back to there. There we go. Apply. And then if we then use an anchor up here and we can winch to that. I didn't really want to use a tow rope knowing that obviously we can't turn the engine on. Don't do it. Okay, it's not happy with that, is it? Let's try that again. On the right hand side, it's tipping the left if we use the left hand side. Can't do anything. Come on. Just got to get up the hill. Obviously remember the weight of the vehicle is will weigh us down here because it's only our weight, only our engine pulling because we have to use the winch to get up the hill. Okay, what I think we need to do is now put another anchor to the top. To that. There we go. We're doing it. Still might need another anchor yet to our right hand side. might do is turn off low range. We've got a bit more power. Not happy about it. What about if we pull from the middle? It's an old trick from SnowRunner to use a different anchor point. I need to put, like, handbrake on. Yeah. Use the middle or the back end. Can really help pull your vehicle up places. It's not going up though, is it? Because we can't turn the engine on while using this. It might be we need to put another one for our right hand side. Constantly problem solving here. Right, release the winch. New winch up there, across. There is a tree we could have used actually, I didn't see that till just now. That was my concern, was tipping us. No. Okay, we are still on. By the tree. Just got to get up this last bit, that's the thing. We are close to getting up here. What are we struggling to get up? I can't see enough to see where the tyres are caught. I just think we're just lacking power. Let's try low range, proper low. Okay, let's try high low range. Not helping. Okay, let's try releasing the winch. We're going to go back to this right hand side on the left. Try and put us round. Okay, we are tipping slightly, which is not ideal. Right, has that moved us back enough, maybe? Right, we need to. This is not working, and I don't know what to do. We need to make a decision here, and I don't know. We can either go back and go the long way round, which may be our only option. We haven't got far to go. That's the annoying thing. There is not far to go here. We just can't quite get up here. Worst thing is we're not far off getting up. That last little bit we need. We are taking pulling when nothing doesn't work. Thinking, without using the tyres, does that make a difference? In fact, let's try the trick we were saying about before. Let's use the winch, but let's go further back, because that can connect to the tree there. Oh, wrong one. We use the back end, and hopefully that's enough just to get us over this bit of rock. I don't think it is though. Okay, what about, it's all trial and error. Until we get up here we're kind of trying everything. There is another jack over there, but I think it's too far away from there, isn't it? Let's try there again. Obviously fuel now becomes a bit more conscious, or we've got to be a bit more conscious of it. I want to know maybe we have to go back and come back up again at a slightly different angle potentially, because you can see the rock that's kind of catching us out there. We're so close to getting up, that's the thing. We've now got the anchor over there with the back end. That may help here. Okay, handbrake back on. We now need the winch on the front end. I think we've nearly done it. I think we've nearly got it. Pull the front end round. Oh, no. Pull that down again. We're so close. That's the annoying thing. We're so close to getting up here. Try the back end again. The only thing I don't want to turn the back end round on ourselves. It's enough to get up. Come on, last little bit. That's all we need, last little bit. Still got to get the other truck up yet. Still got to get that truck up, that's the problem. Right, we'll try winch to tree. No, not what I want to do. Winch to tree. We said this mission would be hard, and obviously we tried this in the last stream and messed up the ending more, so failed using the scout vehicle. I haven't got the oomph to put it up. The only thing we can do is take the tow rope off. We're nearly out of fuel, aren't we? And use, if you take the tow rope off, use the winch, and under its own steam it can get up. This is our last load of fuel though, really. So if we now take the tow rope off, which to do that we need to do that. No we don't, we need to winch to it. Tow rope, release, turn on engine. Come on, a bit more up. It's nearly there. Come on. Last little bit. It's up. Annoyingly with the wrong side of the tree here. I need to reverse the around the tree a little bit. I don't want it going too far down. No, don't put it with you. I went a little bit too far down. It was up a minute ago and it just dropped too far down so we can get around the tree. Come on, it's there, it's there. The problem is the tree. And the minute I reverse, well actually, unwinch, then we reverse so it doesn't reverse with us. So nearly done this. It's going to take a bit of time, but we're so nearly there. Right, if we now winch to it, engine on. I will go low range again, I think, and diff lock. But one more hump to go up. It's there. Oh, it's not quite there. It's so close. Come on. I don't think you can get up that last hump bit. All beans. It's so close. I can't see exactly where it's stuck. I don't want to reverse either. Okay, what I think we do is we add the tow rope back on. Apply that. We take the winch off, which means the vehicle's not running. We add another anchor point to pull us forward. And let's see if this works. I want to try low range again, I think. That last bit, come on. It's so close. So the problem is the wheel's not running itself though, isn't it? Ah, it's so close. Obviously we've got to be a bit aware of fuel here because we haven't got a massive amount left. That's the problem. Okay, what else can we do here? Just the back wheels that are the problem. I wonder if it's full speed forwards, might just give it the jolt we need. If we put winch on 2, we can turn it on. The engine's on another vehicle. You just see it's just got nothing there, has it? I'm just going to reverse a little bit. Right, let's try again. I don't know if maybe changing the angle would help there. I think the issue is it's the angle it's coming up. You can just see the ridge it's trying to get up from. For some reason it won't go backwards either. It's not helpful. Okay, I think our only option really, we've got to get it back down that hill a little bit to try and get it to kind of come round a different way. Let's take the tow rope off because that's what's stopping you going backwards, I think. And then put it into reverse. Is it going to reverse as well? Okay. And now I'm on it, I can't come round another way. Also, we're trying to avoid that tree as well, which doesn't help. It's not getting up there. Right. I mean, we need to rethink this because obviously this is costing us massively. Fuel is potentially a big issue here. Could we bring it back round this way? Would that be our best option? Because we're going to really struggle with fuel in a minute. I think a better option maybe go back down the hill and go back round that way. I just can't see another way of doing this and getting it up. Right, I need to reverse, which is for some reason not doing, even though we are connected. Let's not connect then. We obviously need to get down the hill as well. And I need to go down the hill and not, obviously, fall over. I'm concerned about fuel. If we run out of fuel, we've got to get the Kelpie all the way here to help us. But yeah, I think our best bet is to go back the way we came in rather than up the hill then. Wasn't my first choice of route to take, but I don't think we've got much choice now. Why is it not reversing back? Not like a reverse gear, is it? It should just reverse with us, but for some reason it's not reversing. Right, what we'll do, I think we'll winch it this way. Oh, the handbrake stuck on. I'm hoping this works. Although, come on. I'd like to winch it the other way around, ideally. I think we'll turn it in a second. Let's give that a flat piece, I think. Obviously, fuel-wise, this is draining us massively. That's why a tow rope is a better option. For some reason, this is just not moving. Don't understand why it's not coming with us the way it normally does. It's like it's just putting its handbrake on every time. Okay, let's try and winch it from the front. Maybe that's what the problem is. Then again, we've got to turn it, which is never an ideal thing. So, if we now winch it from back end to there, the annoying thing is obviously we've got to turn it. It's just not moving. Okay, we're out of fuel. This is our last load of fuel now. We've got no more left. Don't know why we can't pull it. Okay, I've not put the engine on, and that's easier. So, let's tow rope it. For some reason, the engine itself just isn't working. I don't know if it's run out of fuel or something. But we'll actually tow rope it now, and hopefully that's okay. No, now it's stuck again. It was working a second ago and it wasn't an issue. It's like all the wheels are jammed up. It's like the whole thing's seized up. I would rather be towing it from the front, and I may do that in a second. Obviously, we need to get down here yet. We are in low range, because I just can't seem to move the thing. What is going on with its wheels? Oh, there we go. Suddenly decided to move. Attached the winch as well. I think maybe turning it on was a bad idea. Yeah, turning it off, keeping it off is probably the better idea. Okay, we've only got the limited fuel to get back where we need to go. That's my big concern right now. Oh, we've got to go up there, don't we? I don't know if I can put it up there. I've got enough issues moving it as it is. Although it's moving better switched off, so I wonder if it's run out of fuel. But I don't know if I can get up here with it. The last time we tried to do wasn't fun. Fuel's low. Yeah. Fuel is dropping massively. Let's just try to turn it on. I don't know why it seems to be worse turned on. Yeah, it's worse turned on. I'm going to need to unwinch. We have got the tow rope, obviously. I'm going to need to put an anchor and hope for the best here. My concern is right now we're going to run out of fuel. Which means another vehicle's got to come all this way to help. Which is not ideal. Okay. We need another anchor point. Definitely using the anchors today. Remember, we've got the tow rope attached. I think this is the worst part. Once we're up here, we're home and dry. But it's getting up here without running out of fuel. Another anchor, maybe. I'm really worried about this. I'm worried about running out of fuel is my biggest concern. We are really close to getting it done, but I think the vehicle itself is out of fuel. Hence why every time you turn the engine, it just locks up. Come on. Can't go any further up there. I don't know, I think the front wheels may be stuck on something. Just keep trying different anchors and see. We are going to be out of anchors though shortly. But we're so close to doing it. That's the problem. Commando Striker, good morning, how are you? What's DLSS5? I don't know what that stands for. Okay. We've still got quite a long distance to tow this, and I'm not concerned about fuel massively. Let's quickly turn the engine off for a second. I need a drone to go up and see. We need somewhere to get fuel from nearby, otherwise we're going to have to call the Kelpie. I really don't want to do. But I don't see an airdrop or anything nearby. Which is what we're desperate for. It did say this mission was going to be hard, and it's definitely turned out to be that way. We need something with fuel that we can trade using the drone. I can't see anything. I don't think we're going to get very far unless we can find some fuel now. And the downside is it means we've got to drive a completely different vehicle all the way here. And hope and have enough spare fuel for us as well. Not seeing any airdrops or anything. All we can do is get as close as we can to the finish line where we need to take this vehicle with the fuel we have, and then potentially when we run out of fuel, which is going to happen, we're going to have to then switch vehicle and drive all the way here with the Kelpie. But even then, I don't think it's got that much spare fuel on it, in all honesty. I don't even know if the Kelpie will carry enough fuel to help us. But I don't think once you start an expedition you can then do anything else. The only thing is to restart the expedition, and the vehicle may stay there, but I'm not sure. We're so close to getting up. My issue is once we're up here, we've still got all this to go. And fuel-wise, we're extremely low. Oh, no more anchors left either. Yeah, we've got no more anchors. What we can do is pull this from the back end of this anchor here. But yeah, I don't know what DLSS5 is, to be fair. It's the last little bit to go up. No anchors left. Have we got to go? Oh no, there's a bit to the left there, isn't there? I don't know what else to do. We can use the tree as an anchor point, but it is to our right. It might help. I haven't at this point got much choice, have we? I'm about to go over. That's not what we wanted. I can do the jack screw. Obviously, the tow rope will come off the vehicle. Don't go over. Right, we've still got to winch that up though. No, I don't know if our winch can reach from here. We are going to have to use the Kelpie, I think, to come and help us here. I don't think we've got much choice. We'll turn the engine on. I'll try again with the engine, but I think it's out of fuel. Because the engine, it does nothing with the engine on. Other than making our life harder. I'm using the winch to put it up. It's working to a degree. Come on. Alright, we have to try and move it, aren't we? Yeah, we're nearly out of fuel. It's even, you can hear it struggling for fuel. Out. There we go, fuel's gone. Right, that's as far as we got. That's really messed us up. I've got no fuel nearby. Our only option now is to go back to the Kelpie and then get that here. My big concern is I don't think it can carry enough fuel. We haven't got much choice, have we? There's nothing else we can do other than swap vehicle. Okay, global map. We need to go back to Coconino. Oh, we're not changed. There we go. Our vehicle, which is all the way over here. Over here. No, I don't know if we can call in another vehicle. I could recover the vehicle. If we don't want to use the Kelpie and fuel's the problem, we could recover the vehicle back to here. We get one free recovery. We've got to drive all the way there again, but we'd have more than enough fuel. That might be our option here. Because we can't recover to a gateway. I think we recover the vehicle for free and we have to drive all the way back. It's going to be a long drive. but I don't think we've got a choice. Thank you for the like, followers, much appreciated. This mission is the hardest mission we've done so far, by far. Right, we can transfer these. Recycle, so they're there, that's fine. Right, we do need... Does it say... So that says that will cost us 160 to do, the anchors. But we've only got 100. Oh, so we only get 3 of 5, I think. This hasn't actually got enough fuel here to do it. When did we use all the tyres up? I don't want any of those actually. Thinking about fuel. There's not enough fuel here. Let's turn the engine off a second. I don't think there's enough fuel here for us to actually do it. If we can trade... I don't want to do that, I want to trade... Right, let's go forward a bit. Obviously it's switching between the two. May even need to spend money here and buy another area. Right, trade with the Kelpie. I didn't want to change truck. That's the wrong thing. Why wouldn't it? I want to change truck. Action. Change. Thank you. Right, trade with trucks nearby. So we'll take the jack screw and the anchors. I'm going to need to take all its fuel as well. I don't really need those, to be fair. Can I transfer these back across? No. Alright, the spare wheels is a bit annoying now. We didn't actually need those, all the spare parts. I would have rather had fuel, to be fair. I don't even know if that's enough fuel. In all honesty. The only other thing we can do here is buy or build another thing here. Because I don't know if that's enough fuel. What we need to do. I knew this mission would be difficult, but whether we're using the wrong truck, which I don't think we are, it's turned into a bit of a nightmare, in all honesty. Right, we can build here. Is there something that gives us a lot more fuel? Cargo drone. Allows the exchange of items between your inventory and the base with an outpost storage. Not worried about that. Contains some fuel. Essential storage. It's 10,000. That will give us another 100 litres of fuel. You know, the gas station would be ideal. We just can't do it as of yet. Right, I think we buy essential storage here. 10 grand. And then take the fuel. There we go. Right, we have basically two tanks of fuel on us, that's it. If I hadn't taken the other wheels, we could have more fuel. But I put them on accidentally. Oh, I can sell them now. Do you want to cancel? I want to... Okay, I thought it was telling me I can sell the wheels, but I can't. What about if I go to inventory now? Can I dump them? No. Right, annoyingly, we've got enough fuel for two full tanks. I'm hoping that's enough. If it's not, we're in even more trouble. Why is there fuel in the red on the left hand side there? I don't know why it's saying fuel red there. Oh, it's back to normal now. It was red a minute ago. I'm like, what the hell's it doing up there? Right. All we can do is head back. The only other thing we can do on the way is see if we can find any more airdrops. What am I stuck on? Oh, just a rock. To try and get more fuel. With this mission, one mission so far, and we're still doing it. But it's costing us a lot of time. What are we now? An hour and a half in? And we're still on the first expedition of the day. And I don't even know if we're going to get it done today. Well, we've got 2 hours. If we don't get it done in 2 hours, I'd be really annoyed myself. In all honesty. Don't do that. There we go. So yeah, maybe on the way to the gateway, we need to keep an eye out for airdrops then to try and refuel even more. But yeah, this mission has turned into a little bit of a nightmare. But it's the next thing we need to do. That's the thing, we can't even not do it. Right, have we got any airdrops nearby? No. What do we know of anyway? There is an airdrop behind us, actually. There is an airdrop up there. I think it might be worth going to the airdrop. Just because it should have fuel. It will cost us a little bit of fuel to go there, but I don't think we've got much choice. We need as much fuel as we can. It might be close enough to trade with the drone, actually, which will save us a little bit of fuel. Right, the airdrop is somewhere this way. We've got the operator that we can trade using the drone. Where's the airdrop? Oh, it's more to our right, to be fair. I don't think we're close enough. It's over there. I don't know if we can trade fuel. If we can, perfect. Can't really get it closer. Can't even see where it is at the minute. Oh, it's there. Can I get there? No. Okay, we need to be a little bit closer. And then we can trade with it. And we'll try and see if we can get more fuel in us. I still don't really know if airdrops restock. That's the other thing. Lost track of where it was now. Yeah, we still don't know if they restock. If they do, perfect. For later on. If not, well, we need the fuel. We haven't really got a choice. To our right. Oh, it's there. There we go. Am I close enough now, though? Okay, 7 new airdrop. Am I close enough to trade? No. I can't get close enough to trade there. Bit closer still. Not too much though. We are. That's not quite what I want to do. Although, thinking about this, if we're going backwards, that might be better because we do want to come out of here again in a second. We just want to see if we can take the fuel. As I say, the problem is we're using fuel to do this. Hopefully it'll be worthwhile. This is not what I thought today. I thought we'd get this done pretty quickly. Jobs are good and move on and do more. But actually, instead of that, this has turned into a problem that we need to solve. Otherwise we can't move on. Right, where was this airdrop? Oh, more massively left. There. So the drone needs to be low enough on the airdrop itself to be able to trade. There we go, we can now trade. So, we can trade the fuel, that's what we wanted. We'll take these as well. But it's the fuel we wanted. So we'll top up the tank I've already used. Oh, I can't carry anymore. Oh, I can carry 10. Because we've filled the sideboards up with wheels accidentally, you can't carry any more fuel. That wasn't worth the time and effort trying to do that. Okay, we tried that. It didn't work. Right, we've got to get back to the passageway. Go back through. Our only hope maybe is if the airdrop we'd already used in the Sonoran Desert has restocked. We don't know if they do, but that would be advantageous if it has. At least we'll find out if it does or not. Although we haven't finished the mission, so it may not restock to after completed. I don't know. Right, which way are we going? We want to be going to our right, really. Right, back to the Sonoran Desert, the gateway. As I say, this has been a nightmare so far. Definitely the hardest mission we've done by far. And as I say, I think the vehicle's out of fuel, hence why when the engine's on, it just seizes up, which doesn't exactly help us when we're trying to move it. And that is costing us fuel because it's just a dead weight, isn't it, essentially? Oh, we had issues getting down here last time, didn't we? The vehicle slipped and that's what caused the issue last time. Oh no, we got lucky there. Didn't slide this time. Come on. We could turn all-wheel drive off and save a little bit of fuel on the way, but I don't know if we'd actually make it without all-wheel drive on, to be fair. Might be worth turning off and just seeing if we can, if it does save us a little bit of fuel. I'm so used to having it on, but I think maybe it will save us a little bit. Obviously, we'll be a bit slower and eventually get stuck a bit more. Okay. From here we want to be going round and to the left. Yeah, we'll leave all-wheel drive off for a minute. I'm not used to driving it on, to be fair. But it does save fuel. Obviously, if the terrain gets too bad, you won't have a choice but to put it on. I could have stayed on there, to be fair, on the left. Just heading up there anyway. I didn't need to come down. May need it onto the hill. I never thought I'd have to fuel save in this as much as I'm having to. See how it goes up without all-wheel drive. It's already getting stuck. Yeah, it does mean we're not using much fuel as long as we don't turn it on. It's just another long drive all the way there. Thanks for the like, very much appreciated. Yeah, this has been an nightmare. If anyone else has done this mission on this already, do let me know how you got on, because yeah, whether it's the wrong vehicle or not, I don't know. It's been a nightmare from start to finish. I'll be glad when we've actually got it done. Right, we do need all-wheel drive by the looks of it. And mud there, which is causing us a little bit of an issue. Look how high fuel usage, 10.4, 13. Through here, I'll turn it off again. So, because we've never really worried about fuel for any of the other expeditions, it's not been something we've had to mess around with. We've always just left all-wheel drive on, it's never been a problem. You know what I didn't try when we was trying to move that vehicle? Higher tyre pressure. I know we'd use more fuel as well doing it. I didn't even think about it. Because it's the only game we've done that has a tyre pressure element to it. I just don't think about it. One of these things is so easily forgotten. Right, all drive off. And yeah, that may have helped us get up a bit easier, to be fair. I'd thought about it. So that's something to think about when we get back to the vehicle and start towing it again. All-wheel drive, low range, no, not low range, tyre pressure may help us. Yeah, I hadn't thought about it. And I should have done, to be fair. Right, we want to go to the right here. No, we don't. Want to go to the left of the big pillar there. Left of that big pillar straight ahead. Why do I feel like I'm going the wrong way? all-wheel drive on. I feel like I'm going the wrong way here. Because we are. We don't want to be anywhere near that water. We want to be to the left. Hang on. I feel like I've really messed up. That water there is to our right, is now on our left. We want to be going there. Up there. That's where we've gone wrong. Okay. I know where we're going now. We just went to the wrong bit there, and that's caused us a little bit of confusion. Yeah, that was confusing. Although we've already done this route once today, it's still not really ingrained very well, hence the confusion. Right, let's try turning all-wheel drive off again. Let's see if we start getting stuck, we'll put it back on. We're already getting stuck. Didn't last long, did it? There we go. Right, next big pillar ahead of us. We want to go to the right of it. Through that valley that's there. Yeah, one expedition so far today and we still haven't completed it. When before we've knocked out 3, 4, 5 expeditions in one straight. Today it's just been a nightmare. But I think we'll feel a sense of achievement when it's done, to be fair. Okay. Let's get at the edge of the water. Keep heading round. I think you can go through the water, I don't think it's that deep to be fair. Whoa. Change the mind halfway through, I think we can just travel through the water. We'll have to keep all-wheel drive on. Look at our fuel already. That's the thing. Our fuel is already low as it is. Well, not low, but we've used a decent amount. Try to use the tree just to help us a little bit up. There we go. What's going on? I'm struggling to even make progress for some reason. We're not going to get up there, are we? And again, this is all using fuel, isn't it? That's the thing. We need to go the other side, I think, of the tree. We didn't have this issue going there the first time round either, that's the problem. Now, having more problems just trying to get to where we're going. More fuel being used. I must have took a different turn there, because I don't remember that being that bad at all. Right, from here, we need to keep to the right hand side. There's water coming up again, and keep to the right of that. See the horseman over there? That's where we're heading. I don't know if I can turn all-wheel drive off to save a little bit of fuel again. But yeah, that's where we're heading up there. do like the little touch of adding in that horseman that's there, like it goes through the past, the old stuff. I do like that. It's just a little bit of detail, isn't it? You don't normally see in a lot of games. That's the thing. This game, and plus the other ones the developers make, I think they're brilliant. These extra little bits that are hidden away you just come across. Right, we just need to keep following this through here. There's a big crack that we can keep on the left hand side, I think. Turn all-wheel drive off again to try and save a little bit of fuel. I'm still concerned that once we get there, unless we can get the vehicle up quickly, we are going to have an issue with fuel. That's my big concern. So weird driving out all-wheel drive and how much you get stuck on little bits that normally you wouldn't have an issue with. Ideally, what would be handy here is an airdrop, but I don't think there is one nearby. It's getting dark, so it's going to be a lot harder to see when it's on the drone up. I don't want to go that way. We're going the wrong way. Every little wrong turn is costing us fuel. We can't afford to lose. I don't know why I've struggled so much to find where we're going this time. Like I say, I've already done this once. I didn't think we'd struggle to get where we're going. No, don't do that. Yeah, okay. Luckily we can get out of this, but obviously not ideal. Means we've only got one jack screw left. Oh, don't do that. Ah, okay. No jack screws left. Because I put us down in the wrong place. Ah, this is not going well, is it? You know, some days you just think, it's just not, today's not my day. And I think today is one of those days. We now, if we tip any more, we've lost the vehicle. And we'll have to airdrop back to the start point again. And go again, which I really don't want to have to do. I think we're going to make it through here with more fuel than we did the first time round. But not by much. I think the swapping all-wheel drive on and off made a difference, just not by that much. We took double the amount of fuel last time, and obviously the towing obviously killed a lot of it, but even so. Right, we're heading back to Sonoran Desert. It is night time. We just got to get back to where the car is and hope we've got enough fuel to do what we need to do. See, we'll leave and we'll drive off as long as we can. There is an airdrop nearby. We have already emptied it, but I don't know if the fuel restocked. But although we haven't finished the expedition, they may not count as restocking because we didn't finish. Right, let's go to the left of what we see ahead of us. Again, we'll keep all-wheel drive off until we get to bits like this that need it on. We have no jack screws. If we tip over, we've got to go again, which means driving all the way back here again. Not ideal. Although I think the airdrop had a jack screw, so actually, if we can get even the drone near to it, we can take that one. I'm going to take all-wheel drive off again. That's actually a good shout. If we can get to the airdrop or the drone close to it, we can trade for the jack screw. And that gives us just that little extra saving grace in case we do have an issue. So that airdrop is just ahead of us, I think, here. Just see on that right hand side, that yellow area. It's the first time I'm actually turning all-wheel drive on and off. As I say, we just normally use it all the time. But you can notice the difference in fuel. Come on. When you do have it off. But it's a bigger difference than you think. Come on, get around that corner. This is obviously costing us fuel. Messing around. Trying to just get past that bit of rock on that left hand side. This is silly. Come on. Because we keep catching the rock there and it turns us every time. There we go. Again, all drive off. So I think the fuel's going to be empty in the airdrop because we did take it all last time. And because we haven't finished the expedition, we still don't know if it refills exactly, but we know it's all gone. Right, stop there a second. Let's send the drone up. Oh, that's mission, not airdrop. Ha! It's the wrong one. Okay. We do need to head through here, though. We're just going through the water? I think we can just head through the water, to be fair. For some reason, we're just making more mistakes this time than we did the first time round. I don't get why. Making life harder for ourselves. It's been one of those so far. It's been one of those streams where you just don't feel you're achieving very much. Come on. Where are we heading here is the question. So from here we want to head to our right, don't we? So if we go round the side of this to the left and then head right. So fuel is a problem. I don't think the airdrop will have refueled. I think we'll get one thing from it, that's it. So be careful not to need it now before we've retrieved it, that's the other thing. Right, I think the airdrop, are we close enough to it to send the drone? We've gone past it in fact. So the airdrop should be over here, if we can see it, there it is. Right, let's get the drone over and then we can trade from it. But I think all we can take is the jack screw, but again, that's one of those things that if we need it, better to have it than not. Come on, forward. Trade. Yeah, fuel hasn't restocked. Oh, actually, we've got a jack screw. That's an anchor, sorry. It's an anchor, we don't want that. I thought we could, the anchor would be, add a jack screw. It's not, it's an anchor. Isn't as helpful. Okay. Car's there. Is there a better way to get to that car rather than going all the way round? That's the other question. There are a couple of points that look doable, climbing-wise, up here. I'm just thinking, rather than go all the way round, but I don't know if anything else is doable. It just looks like a cliff face that is going to be a pain to get up. We did have a brief look last time, and I'm denied about a couple of different routes. I'm just thinking if we could save the fuel of going all the way round, that would be better. That's all I'm thinking. If we can save the fuel, then that would be a better option. Because we are going to use more fuel going round. We'll just go with a new climb. Okay. Ah, supposedly that's the climb. Who knew? Since we've already been here before, I'm surprised. I have turned all-wheel drive off again. It's a full fuel saving mode when we can. Is there a way up? We can see. So that climb there is, I think, is doable. drive back off. I think we've got to try and risk it, I think. Yeah, a bit of damage is fine. When I say it's doable, maybe it's not. Saying that, maybe it is. We've got the anchors. Although, not much choice of where to put it though. Yeah, too many rocks around, I think. Try that. So I don't know if this is now wasting fuel trying this, or it's a good idea. We get another one up further up, yeah. Because this potentially is saving us fuel from not driving all the way around, or it's costing us. And obviously I don't know which one at this point. Maybe it's not doable. I thought we could get up there. I don't know if we can. It's not liking it at all. Well, actually, we swap to the other side. But yeah, this may be costing us more fuel than helping us, to be fair. I don't know. No, actually, we are almost there. I'm nearly out of fuel as well. We are nearly there. We can get up to here. I know we need to refuel. We would have saved ourselves a massive amount by not having to drive all the way around. Come on. Last little bit. I say we've saved ourselves an amount. Have we? That's the question. Okay, we're up. First ledge anyway. Alright, we knew that was going to be close fuel-wise. No. I don't know if we're fully through yet. We are now. Okay. So we're now the first climb up. Now it does look doable there, which is our next point up. And then from there the car is there. But already we've used a decent amount of fuel. Just quickly have a scan. If we can find an airdrop, that would be incredible. Especially if we're close enough to trade with it. We're looking for a yellow square essentially. That's also the next climb was over this way, wasn't it? Is it doable is the other question. Or have we just messed ourselves up trying to go up this way? I think that's where we're looking at climbing. Does look doable, to be fair. Does look doable. I'm not seeing any airdrops or anything to help us. So we now need to head to the right hand side here. I don't think there's another way up other than that one on the right we've seen. Saying that actually, I've just seen something. There is just an easy way up there, maybe. We head all the way to the right, rather than use the climb. I think there's a way up there. Kathy, good morning, how are you? Thanks for the like, much appreciated. This has been a nightmare so far. Still stuck on this mission, Kathy. still trying. We've already got the car moved, but then we ran out of fuel trying to get up the hill. We can take, actually, let's take that off and that. So rather than climbing up, I think there's a better way round. If we just keep following this. We do keep taking all-wheel drive off just to try and save some fuel here. My watch is blowing up. Come on. There we go. So yeah, looking at the map, there is a better way to go rather than trying to climb. But obviously the map can be deceiving, that's the thing. I thought we could get past the tree there. There we go. Right, let's have another look where we are. So we're here now. We need to head slightly up. We need to have a look at the climb there, and if it's doable, we'll do it. But I don't think it's going to be. Pretty good, glad you're good. Keep taking all-wheel drive off to save fuel is all well and good, but it is costing us distance, mass and time. But it's saving us a tiny amount of fuel. Right, we need to go along this ridge. Either this level or the level above. Doesn't matter which one. I think going above is probably better at this point. We can get up there. That tree helps massively. Right. I'm going to stay high, I think. No, maybe not. We're not staying high. We're rolling. Stay. Okay, we're okay. So easy to mess up. Right, according to the map, we can go round here. Again, we're still looking for airdrops. If we can trade fuel, that would be massive. That's not good there, like. Right, we need to go tree. Put us round. Okay, the damage isn't the end of the world. It's not pulling us enough round though. Okay. Again, this is all costing us fuel. But sometimes you can't avoid these things. Okay. Let's just check on the route while we're safe by the tree. So we're thinking we come around this side and go there, which I'm hoping is better than it looks currently, because it doesn't look that good currently. Last thing we want now is to run out of fuel and not get the car where we need it, because that's another journey back again. I don't think I'm stuck in the tree. Oh, we're okay. Right, we do probably need to send the drone up again just to see if there's anything nearby, because an airdrop now would save us massively. So let's just get to here, engine off to save fuel. Drone up. Come on. We just need one square, one airdrop, and that would really save us. Because I am concerned, even because once we start towing the vehicle, our fuel usage will jump. And we haven't got much spare. I'm not seeing a single airdrop though. We're looking for a yellow or red square, essentially. That would save us right now, but I'm not seeing anything. There seems to be a massive lack of airdrops here. And we need to get up there yet as well. That's the thing, we're not out of danger yet. We've got to get up that climb there and up there. Just not seeing anything. I'm surprised there isn't more airdrops. I really am. And it's going to mess us up massively. This mission. We've got to get it done today. It's incredible we're struggling this much. I don't know what happened. We exit the expedition and have to restart the whole thing. I don't know what happens with in terms of where the vehicle currently is. I don't know if it resets to its starting position, which if it does would be a nightmare for us. To be fair. That's something we're not sure about, and I don't want to test it if we don't have to. Okay. Yeah, we're meant to be going up there. There is a better bit up over the head of us. We've just got to get past this little bit here. My concern is the minute we start towing the vehicle, even the tow rope, the fuel is just going to go through the roof. Can we actually get up there? I think we can. Minimum effort though, we're going to try. I don't know, maybe strain the diff lock, maybe. Does not look simple, does it? I think let's just try and be as safe as we can. Minimum amount of fuel usage. For those who don't know, diff lock, what it actually does is it makes all the tyres spin at the same rate, whereas normally they would spin at whatever. All-wheel drive, they'll spin at their own rate depending. Diff lock means they all spin at the same speed no matter what, so that helps you when you're climbing because you're not slipping as much. Come on. Okay, we're up the climb, which is good. From here, we need to go up another climb to then come down there. So this bit ahead of us here, we need to go up and to the left, and then round that corner is the vehicle. I'm going to keep diff lock on. We've not got many anchors left. We've used a few to even get up here now, and we still need to pull the vehicle up from where it currently is. It's not in the best position currently. Right, we need to go back, reverse a little bit here. Problem is, you slide on the rocks and you end up going slightly wrong way. There we go. So we have, although we've got the low fuel at the minute, we have got fuel on board. Not much, another half a tank, roughly. So we're not out of fuel, but we're going to be close to being. Right, we need to go around this side bit here. Probably could. I don't know if the fuel usage goes up if we take this one off. I think it will. No. We won't be in trouble here. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Back end, potentially. I can't go to the same point. That wasn't what we wanted. What I might do is pull us out that way. Back end. Don't turn the engine off. If we lose the engine, we lose the vehicle. Engine's gone. We've lost the vehicle. No! Which means we've got to restart. It's trying to winch, although there's no winch attached. It is trying to winch. Yeah, we got nothing. Oh, the only thing I've not thought of, actually, I don't know if this will work, and it probably won't. Can we move the vehicle with the drone? Because all we've got to do is get on its side enough that the engine comes back on. But if we can't get this back on its wheels, we've got to send it all the way back to the beginning, which is on the other map. Right, let's see if we can do anything with this. Oh, I missed it. Because I'm assuming this is a physical drone, which means it should have a physical presence. It's just not the easiest thing to control. I don't think it does. Although it hasn't meant to have a physical presence, I don't think it's enough. No, nothing. No! Okay, we've got two choices now. We either start the whole expedition again, plan a bit better, or we recall the vehicle back to Coconino. Although we're out of fuel there, aren't we? I think we have to start the whole expedition again. I can't think of a way around it. The Kelpie's a spare vehicle, but it's in the complete wrong place. I don't know if the vehicle will stay there or will go back to its original position over here. If it goes over there, we've then got to pull it back out again. Although we did find out we can't tow it up the hill. But there is still a climb here to do with it. So whatever way we go, it's not easy. This whole mission is a pain. But I don't think there's another way because we've already used all our resources up at base. So I think our only option here is to restart the whole expedition. Which I didn't want to do and really think we have a choice. I really don't want to do it, but I don't see another way. We've already used all the resources up at base camp. We've spent, what, an hour? How far through are we? 2 and a bit hours on this one expedition. And we have failed it, admittedly. But I don't see another way. We can plan slightly differently as well, to be fair. So I think we still use the same Action vehicle because it has carry the most fuel. But there is a way of planning something differently. If we put another vehicle with the helicopter, we can send it. Oh, I just had an idea. So what we can do is airdrop the Action where we need to be, which is where the travel gate is. If we can get another vehicle, we can airdrop to it using the helicopter. That way, potentially, I think I know what we can do. So we want the Action SE again, as that has the biggest range. In terms of everything on it, we've got spare fuel on the roof. That's fine. So yeah, Action SE, first vehicle we're using. We want probably 2 jack screws because we are using them as we found. Tow rope, sideboards want fuel, all the fuel in the world. That is that setup. Now we also want a secondary vehicle, and this is just to go ideally with as much fuel as possible as well. But that's to sit by the gateway essentially and be there as a backup. So let's try the step. We need to take off the vibrator on the back, the seismic vibrator. I should say that a bit differently, I think. It doesn't matter which one of these we have, I don't think. Modular platform. So for this, we can put more fuel again. That can go on fuel in both. This doesn't need anything else. It just needs to get to. It just needs to get to the gateway. This one, but also it wants to be full of fuel. Which that's what we've done, isn't it? Yeah, that's all fueled. Inventory, sideboards again, fuel. Put it on because he's got to get there still. So I think that's it. We don't need a third vehicle, I don't think, with fuel. Or do we? Might be overdoing it if we take another vehicle, but we've messed this up twice so far. It's one of those. I don't want to mess it up again. I'm trying to play it as safe as we can. Really. The only vehicle is the load. It doesn't have as much space, fuel carrying capacity. Okay. I think let's have one more vehicle just in case. Then let's take off the. What's it got? This short side bed's fine. I want to take the metal detector off the roof. Cell, that's fine. We haven't got anything to put on the roof currently. Can have the rear mounted rack, which again can carry more fuel. We'll fill those with fuel. This is all just in. I don't want the wheel. Oh, I've got to have a wheel there. Okay. This again is all just in case, essentially. I don't think we have anything else, can we? I can have emergency reserves. What do you got? Okay. This is back up to the backup, essentially. Did we not put a back on it? We didn't, did we? Sideboard. Rear-mounted rack is done. Thought we just filled the slots up. Oh, if we have that, we can't have the back bit. Okay, so if we have that, can we have the small flatbed and still have that on the back? No. Okay, that's fine. Although, I'll probably carry more fuel. Hang on. I think it will carry more fuel with the frame module, to be fair. We can't have the other bit on the rear mounted rack, if we have the other bit. Okay. Well, there's not much we can do about that. Add it to the team. Again, fuel. But this is hopefully not needed, is our hope. Okay, that's our expedition team. I'm hoping we don't need the other vehicles, but you never know. Mechanic we're taking. Logistician. Plus 100 fuel at them. Binoculars. See, I don't think we need. Let's take the logistician. We won't use the DLC one. And the operator, we want to use the one that trades again, just in case. It's costing us 18,000 just to go and send this out. It's overkill massively, but we've messed this up so many times now. I haven't got a choice anymore. I'm fed up of messing it up. So we're going to drive the Lodestar from here. That's fine. The other two are not starting there. I want the other two to start over here. Why is it not letting me change where they start? Normally you can deploy them in different places. There we go. So why is it not letting me change? For a second it had it. There we go. So I want that selected. Action, select, there. So we're going to start with the step. We're going to drive and then that's going to get to the gateway. And just before the gateway, we're going to use the helicopter from over here to fly both those across. And they'll be by the gateway then. LVs, good morning, how are you? That way, they're ready to go from there. I think that's the plan. I'm hoping this works. 2 and a bit hours on the same mission and then having to restart it because we're just out of resources. It's not fun. Okay, so we don't want to be in these two to start with. We want to go to the other one. Like I say, we're going to basically fly those across when we're ready. Step is out. Step is our choice of vehicle to start with. Change truck. There we go. Right, this needs driving now to the place we're heading to. As I say, hopefully this works. That's all I can do is hope this works. I still think the Action SE is our best vehicle for the job. We don't know if the vehicle is now back in the hole where it starts off or it's back where we left it. That's something we don't know just yet. So we need to get this vehicle to that point, access point first. But yeah, this has not been the best day so far. Okay. Let's head out. Let's head back to the gateway, which isn't the easiest journey to do. But having 2 spare vehicles there with fuel hopefully will be what we need. Especially if we can get them close enough to our main vehicle, we can choose the drone to trade. That's kind of the thinking. Because fuel is the biggest killer we're finding on this mission. This expedition. I keep saying mission, this expedition. But yeah, not gone the way we'd hoped so far today. And we haven't managed to conquer it yet. Hopefully this attempt is the one that does it. I would hate to finish the stream having no missions completed. That's kind of the worst case scenario thing. Okay, we've got to keep double checking where we're going here because for some reason I can never really remember. So from here we want to be heading to our left really, or down this way if we can. There is a downward point there, I think. Straight ahead and down there. Basically east is where we're going. At least we don't need to worry about conserving fuel here. This is why airdropping our main vehicle of choice in makes so much sense, because it doesn't matter how much fuel we use getting to the gateway. Because it's not the vehicle we're going to be using. Don't do that. Ah! This is why we actually put jack screws on all the vehicles. Because I've seen them have a habit of making things fall over today. I don't think we've ever had an issue in this until today of falling over. But today I just seem to be doing it a lot. I also don't know, the anchors we left in place last time, I don't know if they're still there. Because we used anchors to get up the hill. I actually don't know if they're still there or not, to be fair. That'd be interesting to see. A few of these things we've not really tested before to see if they stay where they are, reset for expedition. That'd be interesting to see also the airdrop there. If that's reset fuel-wise, it'd be interesting. So we know for the future, it's still things we don't have a chance to test yet. But if that's reset the amount of fuel it has so it fills back up per expedition, then we know we can empty it when we do an expedition and not worry about it. Whereas previously, we're not wanting to empty it out just in case it doesn't restock. I didn't want to waste it if it wasn't needed. So that's something we'd be interested to know. I am struggling to get up here. Wheels are sliding every time we go, which is making us go more left than I would like. There we go. Go and see the cowboy again at an old stump and see if he's still there. He's there every time he's there. Right, we're going to go to the left here. I'm kind of guessing the route based on the amount of times we've done this now. I'm pretty sure I am correct. I will check in a second. I know we're heading east anyway, so no matter what happens, we've got to head east. Oh, that actually damaged the vehicle enough to make it change. Normally a little bit of damage doesn't affect the vehicle, but that did. Okay, let's have a quick check. So we're here now. We're going to be heading left here to come round. The gateway's all the way over there. We are getting there. We don't want to be going there though. We want to be going left. Just back up that way. I thought I may have gone slightly wrong here. It's so easy to miss a turning. Especially in these open expanses where you haven't really got many points of reference. Other than the big rocks. Generally it can look all the same. So glad we bought that helicopter though. Helipad. We do need, once we open up the Sonoran Desert and have a first outpost, we need to buy a helipad immediately. It seems to be the only thing that's gonna, well, not the only thing, but the best thing to use. The game doesn't really talk about the modules that you build in HQs at all really, to be fair. I think the workshop was the only one it kind of told us about. But yeah, the helipad is definitely a game changer. Especially even if you just have a vehicle ready for fuel. and a jack screw to swap over and trade with, and then send the vehicle to the one that's not stuck or damaged. Like the builder stuff. You know, it's things like that. If you have the helicopter gets you straight there, it makes life so much easier. Right, stop there a second. Quickly fix the vehicle. Can't fix the tyre. I'll do the suspension light. Again, this isn't the vehicle we're using. This is just the one to get us to a position to air in the other vehicles. So the damage to this doesn't matter so much, although we're not trying to damage it, obviously. Occasionally it happens. Yeah, it doesn't. This isn't the vehicle that's going to complete the mission. Essentially, it's there as a backup and a pathfinder. Essentially. Oh, yeah, it's not been good. It's been one of those days today that's not really worked in our favour. We got an hour left. We've spent 2.5 hours trying to open up the Sonoran Desert. We have an hour left to get it done. Let's hope it's enough. To complete no missions in a stream would be horrendous. It really would. And considering I've already had complaints about not putting the focus on this, instead doing KCD as you guys voted for it, to not complete a mission in this in one stream, it's probably not go down very well either. In all honesty. These things happen sometimes. Sometimes things go wrong, and it's perseverance that pays off. Definitely what today's about, perseverance. Oh, I didn't realise that was such a drop. We should have gone round. It should be okay. We have come down here before. This wouldn't be the first time. I've only got one jack screw left on this, and we needed to get to the location, so we do need to be a bit careful there. Okay, we're heading down to the right. We should see the cowboy in the distance. Once we go, we actually go through the water here first, don't we? Getting ahead of myself. Through the water and up. Not liking the water here. We haven't got the hydrologist this time. I didn't think that mattered, to be fair. Not liking that, is it? We've come this way no end of times. This isn't one of our better vehicles. Oh, there we go. It's not one of our better vehicles. We can definitely tell that now as we're using it. Right, you can see the cowboy over ahead of us in the blue. It's the ghost of the cowboy from Old Stump. So we're heading now. Dark already. How many day and night cycles have we done today? That's the question. It's got to be 3 or 4, I think. Right, up through Old Stump, through the old village. Yeah, not fussed about the damage on this. This is just our Pathfinder, essentially. Right, just double check where we're heading from here. So we want to be going straight, essentially, and then to the left, and then we can airdrop our vehicles in. What I may do is drive both through. Do I need to drive both through? Probably not immediately, I don't think. We can swap back if we need to, so it doesn't matter. Right, left. I don't know why I didn't think of this plan to start with, to be fair. Although, better late than never, I suppose. I'm interested to see what happens when we go through to the desert, where the vehicle is. I've got a feeling it's back in the starting position, which if it is, isn't helpful. But there's not much we can do about it. Right, let's double check positioning. Yeah, through here, we're nearly there. But we can go through the water, to be fair. Right, so we're nearly ready to airdrop our 2 vehicles over. It will cost us 30 fuel per vehicle. It comes out of the vehicle themselves. I'm going to park down here, mainly because I know up there there's not much space up there. So, this is where we need to swap vehicle. We'll go for the Action first, which is our main vehicle. Let's change truck. I just want to double check. Yeah, we're maxed down what we can carry. We're just going to reverse back into helicopter space. So this will cost us 30 fuel, but we can take that off the other vehicle. Helipad. Teleport. Over to there. Yeah, select. Yes. There we go. Airlifted in. Okay. Stop there a second. Why is that? There we go. Trade. So the fuel this has, I'm going to take the... Can we take the fuel off this? To refuel the cost of actually getting here? Yes, we can. Perfect. Right, we are going to drive this a little bit forward. Because we are going to get the other one over here as well. It's just a backup. Hopefully we don't need it. Just in case we mess ourselves up again. The load start. We're just going to quickly airdrop this across as well. It is a backup to our other vehicles. Hopefully we don't need it. But we know how things have gone so far today. I'm just covering all my bases. Teleport. It's over here. I never thought we'd have to do it this way. Okay, that can go. Give me a green, come on. I don't know why it has to go. I just severely damaged their backup. It wouldn't let me go any lower, that's the problem. That is severely damaged as well. Trade with a step. This may not be our backup in the end. Hasn't got many spare parts, have we, on the step? Yeah, this may not be our backup. Because we may have just screwed it over. Wow, okay. That wasn't really helpful. I don't think I want to use the Action stuff. I think we'll be okay. I'm hoping we don't need the other vehicle anyway. Right, let's go. So we're topped with fuel. We've actually got enough spare fuel for 2 full tanks. And we haven't used a tank of fuel to get here, which is what we did previously. Because to get here is a whole tank of fuel essentially. We haven't needed to do that this time because we've airdropped ourselves in. We've got 3 tanks of fuel to try and retrieve the vehicle. And this is where we find out if it's where we left it or it's back in the starting position. And I don't know the answer yet. But it's one of the two. I'm hoping it's not where it starts off, but if it is, it is. Hopefully this time it will actually move with us, because we had an issue towards the end of trying to move it that we think it ran out of fuel because the wheels just locked up every time we switched the engine on. Yeah, it's back in its starting position. Okay, that's one of those things. The plan is to come out this way. That seems the better option. I think we play it safe. We're not going to try and climb the cliff again. We drive round, come back to where the end point is, and then come through here, and we bring it out this way. The Action SE does have a high-powered winch as well, which did kind of help. I think the worst thing last time was the fact that the fuel ran out on the truck we're trying to move. So every time you had the engine on, the wheels just locked up and it wouldn't move at all. And obviously that really affected us when we were trying to move the vehicle. So this time we want to try and avoid that. It just means if we can move it where we need to go up the worst hill quickly, then we should be fine. But we tried to go up the other climb and it just wouldn't go up no matter what we did. So we know we've got to go around the other way. Now, I'm pretty sure, although we could have double checked this and I didn't, I think the Action SE is our strongest vehicle. It has the biggest range on fuel, so that's fuel tank size of all the vehicles we have so far. So we know it's got the most range. I want to say it's the most powerful, but I've got a feeling it might not be. But it has got the high-powered winch. So this is a vehicle we did try previously to use as well. Mainly because of its range, because we were driving to the gateway, whereas we've now figured out that wasn't what we needed to do. We could have done what we just did. Come on. There we go. I wish we'd thought about the helicopter and airdropping in to save fuel last time. It would have saved us so much time and effort if we'd thought about it. Okay, stop there a second. So we can either go left of the water, we can go through the water here as well, which is what we did last time, I think. So we're going towards the same way by the end of it. Right, we've got 50 minutes to try and get this done. Do not want to end the stream and not have a mission complete. Especially this mission. We're probably going to get a shed load of dislikes how badly this has gone. But it's one of those things. It's all activity. At the end of the day, that's why it doesn't matter. Right, up the hill. I kind of want to check the engines on all our vehicles now to see which one actually is the most powerful. Because although this has the best range, it may have been better using something else. It isn't the most powerful, but it's too late now. But it's just coming into my head that maybe we did pick wrong. Right. Oh, actually, good point. Airdrops to our right. While we're here, we want to test a theory. So we can transfer items using the drone. Does the airdrop restock between expeditions? This is something we do need to know, I think, for future use anyway. So we just need to know, does it restock? It does. It restocks everything. Okay, we didn't know this. So actually, every time we get to an airdrop, we can empty it. It doesn't matter. Whereas before, we were saving stuff just in case it didn't restock. Because we didn't want to take it all away if we didn't really need it. So now we know we can actually empty out every airdrop we come across every time, and it doesn't matter. Because the fuel's the big thing, but that will restock every expedition. So at least we've learned that today. It's something, I suppose. Okay, down we go. Obviously we need to be a bit more careful with this vehicle than the Pathfinder vehicle we use for the airdrops. The helicopter drops, I should say. We don't want this one damaged if we can avoid it. Okay. We do need to follow the water around. I don't think we should be going down already. I think we normally go down already. There is a down point over there. But we need to be going round here, essentially. We have got a bridge as well over here that we've already done previously. So yeah, we do want to be going down as safely as we can if possible. I'm not going to go across there, I don't think, am I? Right, we can go down here. We use the tree to help us. So, if we go back of the vehicle, tree, basically this allows us to go down like an abseil essentially. So it's a very controlled rate to drop down a hillside. Basically abseiling with a vehicle. We've only got as far as the winch extends. So there we go, we're down. Abseil a vehicle down the hill. A little bit of damage there, but we're okay. A little bit of damage, but it's fine. Actually worked out really well. There's a couple of times we've done that now, abseiling with a tree, a winch. It does work really well. How did you get stuck there? Maybe we just bounced awkwardly there and that caught us out. Are we at a different point? How is there there's an airdrop here we've never discovered? And yet we've been through this way how many times? I've never seen an airdrop here before. I'm refueling just for the sake of refueling now. That's never been there before. Because how many times have we travelled through here? Earlier on today as well, and it's not been there. Oh wow, okay. If we'd found that in the last one, that would have saved their bacon fuel-wise. But I swear we didn't know that was there previously. Wow, okay. Well, that makes a difference. I don't think we're going to struggle with fuel now anyway. But yeah, how come we didn't see that last time? Do I want to be up or down here? I don't think it matters. To be fair, as long as we don't tip. Can go through the water. We have got a snorkel on this, so we can go through the water to a degree. Basically heading towards the bridge, cross there, and then we get to the end point, and then we need to go around retrieve the vehicle. Like I say, we are running out of time for that already. We still managed to figure this out. We've got to get this area open on our first base of operations today. It's been a nightmare so far. I don't think we've done anything really badly either. It does say this mission is hard. I just think things haven't gone our way, I think is probably the way to look at it. And there's a few things we could have done differently as we've done now. No, not doing that would be helpful. Luckily we have the jack screws, we can reposition. Don't want to be too high though, we just learned previously that too high is bad. But sometimes it doesn't, for some reason, let you drop until you're higher. See, I mean, let's just drop there. There we go. Don't want to drop too far because we'll damage the vehicle as we found the load start. Right, up we go. There's the bridge there. We're going to cross just there. And then we're nearly at the end point of the mission, but we need to go through the end point to get to what we need to go to. Is the vehicle that's stranded. Right, over we go. It's left and then right to get up, I believe. Has the damage affected the vehicle? Because it does seem to be struggling a little bit more than it normally does. There we go, give it a fix. Like that. Come on, up we go. Like talking to a dog, isn't it? Come on, up we go. A little bit more. Don't tip. No. What is going on today with me tipping vehicles over? This has been an issue all day now. It's getting silly. It's on me. It's not, you know, there's no other reason for it to happen. Rolled completely down the hill there, which wasn't helpful. Yeah, I don't know how many times we've rolled vehicles in this stream. It's definitely a lot more than normal. Discovered a new climb. Are we going a completely different way to normal? Is that what's happening here? Because something seems off. I thought we'd done this already this way. I'll check the map in a second. I'm just going to get out of this little bit here. We've gone a different way maybe. Hence why that was a difficult climb. Yeah, we normally come on that climb there. That's why. We went up a different climb, hence why it's a little bit trickier. Well, it's another point discovered on the map at least. Yeah, it wasn't what the plan was at all. Okay. Basically, we're at the end point. For us, it's the start point of where we're going. So, we want to be heading to our right here and through here. You can go the other way. It's a longer route, what we've discovered so far. and we can't tow the vehicle up the hill. It's just too awkward. So we're going to bring the vehicle back this way as well once we've got to it. The hardest thing is getting out of where it is. That's not easy. But as we've realised, if the vehicle runs out of fuel, it's horrendous to try and move. Switched on because the wheels just lock up. That's something we are now aware of at least. We need to get out there. Ideally without the engine being on if we can avoid it. And that's just saving it for the hill climb that's going to happen. Because there is one big hill we need to climb that going this way. And we need to be to the right. So we need the engine and fuel for that. I don't think we can refuel the vehicle either. I actually didn't think about it running out of fuel previously. It was only when the wheels started locking up that kind of came into my head that potentially that's what's happening. Which is realism, but also annoying at the same time. Because at that moment, we could have done with it working. I hate damaging the vehicle. Luckily, the spare parts aren't needed. No, don't do it! Ah, okay. We're now down to one jack screw because I can't seem to keep the vehicle on its wheels. That's not good. One jack screw means we've got to be extra careful. For some reason I can't be careful today. I think we did that to the tyre last time as well. Just caught something on the floor that we can't see. Okay, let's double check where we're going. So we want to be going down this hill here. This is the hill climb. We're going to have to bring the other vehicle up, but it's a longer climb, but shallower than the other way. But yeah, I'm expecting this stream to be massively disliked because we've not really achieved anything. Because it's just been impossible. It does, I'll not check. And it doesn't matter because it's all engagement, but it's hilarious. Why do I think I'm going the wrong way here? I'm not. Oh yeah, we'd normally go down there. That's the way we'd come up. I've only got one jack screw left, so we need to be careful here. No! Okay, that hasn't quite gone the way I'd hoped. Bring the back end round with the tree. I don't want to use that final. I've gone out. I don't want to have to use that final jack screw. What we can do, and this is all because I was silly. I should have gone the other way. Gently. Cannot afford to use that last jack screw up. There we go. Should have just gone the easy way. My fault for being silly. Right, this is why we've got to bring the vehicle up once we bring it this way. Hence why we need it to have fuel. But we were able to bring it up here last time before we ran out of fuel. So we know it's doable. That's the thing. Okay, we're nearly at the vehicle. But yeah, this has just been one hell of a stream so far. Just trying to achieve the same thing over and over again. And failing miserably. Don't do it. I don't know why I'm struggling to keep it on its wheels at the minute. It just seems to be a battle. Isn't usually the problem. Right, turn round. Settle down. Let's do this without any issues. Don't be silly. We did bring an extra jack screw this time, so we've already used 3 of 4. That's how bad I've been for some reason. Okay, we're heading to the left, and we're going to be able to see the vehicle we're here to obtain just in a second. As I say, we did try and go the other way earlier and just couldn't pull the vehicle up. Going down where we've just gone would be a lot easier than the way we just came, to be fair. There's the vehicle ahead of us. We need it close enough to attach the winch. What we're going to do is not turn it on to start with. We have got a tow rope as well, but I don't want to turn this on to start with. I'm going to try and pull it out without using anything else. We'll probably get stuck on the bit over here. This is what happened last time. Come on. I did manage to get out here last time this way. This time though, I'm struggling. This is where you use a lot of fuel just trying to get out of this little section. Right, let's go forward a bit. I'm hoping it's kind of in reverse, slam it on and hope that's enough to get it to move. Come on, just that little bit he's got to get up. You can see what it's trying to do. That little bit of ledging just on that one side, that's the problem. Move this a little bit that way. Right, I'm just trying to see if I can move it a little bit over to avoid that ledge. I could turn it on, and that may help. Let's turn it on. Let's go forward first, so we get a bit of momentum. Come on, it's nearly there. There we go. There. Turn the engine off. Okay. We've got it a little bit up. We're still not in the right position yet, but it's up and out of that little gap. Cannot afford for it to go back in there though. So we need to turn a little bit here. We've got to drag it still further back. We want to be towing it, my back end to its front end. Sounds really dodgy, but that is what we need to do. I need to turn and not hit it, because I don't want to go back down that slope again, because that would be bad. But we need to get it out enough that we can get round the other side of it. Right, let's go this way. Don't tell me it's stuck on another bit. It is stuck on another bit. Come on. Right, I'm turning it back on again. Can't get up there, can you? Didn't have an issue doing this last time. A bit more speed. Just can't get up that last bit. And we don't want it to go down that hole, otherwise we're in trouble. It's just too much of a ledge for some reason. What else can we try here? Ideally, if we could turn it around face forward. In fact, maybe we can do that. Can we get in front of it, I wonder, and tow it that way? Obviously, it's once we're in front of it, it's turning it that's the problem, because we don't have much space. I think last time we may have just pushed it up there, maybe. I can't remember now. I don't remember having this issue though last time. We're having the same issue it had. Wonder if we can push it. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, this might have been a bad idea trying to get to the front of it. If we get to the front of it now, it's going to come back down. And I don't know if it'll go back up that way, in all honesty. We can get out of this, but I don't know if that will. Because even for us, it's not simple. We can't get up that ledge, that's the problem. need it just to come across this way, ideally. I think that might help us. We'll just get it to turn a little bit. Don't go down too far. Can't get it to turn the way we need it to. Oh, the only other thing we can do is put an anchor. We tow it, put an anchor to pull ourselves that way. That's something we can do. This is the kind of thing that costs us the fuel, though. That's the problem. Okay, we're going to tow it with a tow rope to its back end. Apply. We then put an anchor out in front of us. Maybe enough oomph to get us over this. Downside is the engine for the vehicle isn't on. That's the only problem. That's not do it, is it? Right, I'm going to quickly try diff lock, just see if that helps. You know what? I'm going backwards. It wasn't helping because I was going backwards, not forwards. Come on. There we go. Nearly there. We've got perseverance to pay off. Okay. We've got it. We're not out of the woods yet though, there's still a bit more we need to work out. We need to turn, ideally turn it round. I can attach a winch to and turn it on, to be fair, and tow it this way for the time being. So our winch can attach to it and then we can turn on. We have the tow rope as well. We can do both. It just means we can turn the engine on. Right, I'm going straight this time at least. Obviously easier to tow if it's frontwards facing. What's he getting stuck on? What's going on there? I don't know what's going on with it. If we take the tow rope off, release that. Can't get it to move. What is going on with it? You can see the fuel tank and how much fuel it's got now as well. Which is important because if that runs out we're in trouble. Come on, just need to get you down here and then we'll deal with turning you around. I think it is the fact we're towing it the wrong way. Oh no, I'm nearly out of fuel as well. Let's restock our fuel. Turn it off and see if that makes a difference. Sometimes I've found turn off does help. But we know it doesn't. Thing is, we've got the space to turn it though. We may have the space to turn it. It will be a lot better if we were going frontwards rather than backwards, as we are. So we want our back end towing its front end. Ideally. I need to turn around here though. It will make a difference, I think, how it's moving. But it's doing what it did last time and just locking up the wheels. It doesn't go anywhere. Right, what we want, tow rope attached and winch attached secondary. The reason for the tow rope, it means we can actually use the winch ourselves if we need to. But we can't turn it on with a tow rope, it has to be turned on. Only gets turned on by our winch. So we have to use our winch to turn it on. And it only stays on while our winch is attached. It's a little bit annoying when you're towing it, but right, engine's on. That should be moved a little bit better now. There we go. So our winch is attached and so is the tow rope. We're going to go down here towards them trees. Okay. So we do need to be very, very careful though. The climb is what I'm concerned about. Just hoping we can get it up easily without too many issues. As I say, we can lay anchor points to help us. Obviously, it means we turn the vehicle off though to do that. So this is the climb to the right hand side here. We have been up this once already today. We know it's doable. It's just more simple. What I might do, stick it in low range and div lock. If we have to take the winch off and turn it off, we'll do so and just use anchor points. I think we're going to have to do, because it can't get up there. I think it's a bit easier closer to us. No. Okay. Disconnect the winch. The tow rope is still attached, so the tow rope will still do its thing. Just means the engine for the vehicle's off. But using the anchors, we can actually pull ourselves up using the winch, which does make a difference. It's still a dead weight, and if you look at our fuel usage, it's going to be massive. But this does mean we can get up. If anyone else has done this mission and did it a different way, I'd love to know how you did it. Because we've tried this several times today now. And this is working, but it doesn't feel like it's the best way of doing it. Okay. Still got one more bit of climbing to do here. Still can't get him up. I don't know if diff lock is the right thing to be using. Normal doesn't work either. How many anchors have we actually got left there? 6. Alright, okay, we're fine. Absolutely fine. Again, we were trying to get this done today, as we've attempted so many times. 25 minutes to get this done. Okay. I think this is the only bit that's bad. Everything else is easy. Simple drive. This is the worst part we've got to solve and do. I think maybe this was the answer. Okay, I think we're there with that one. 5 anchors left. There is a tree to our side there, but I think it'll pull us the wrong way. The other one up ahead of us we can use essentially. Okay. It is the high-powered winch that's doing a lot of the work here. Say that. Just need it to keep moving. Because we're not obviously using the engine of the vehicle, it is a dead weight essentially, isn't it? That's the thing. No, before we run out of luck there for a minute. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay. We have still got a bit of a climb to do ahead of us actually, to be fair. But it's a lot easier than this. I don't know if turning on now would be the right decision. I think we try another anchor. One more anchor should be enough, and then we should be up. And then we should just be able to turn it on. Hopefully, that will get us where we need to. Last little bit. And then we'll just hope and turn it on will make the difference. It's getting a little bit stuck there, isn't it? There we go. Every little movement is a feeling of good. It's taken ages. I don't know if it's because we can't go any further. May need one more anchor to be fair. Thought that one may have been the last. We haven't got many left. That's the only downside now. Okay. Hopefully, last one. So then we should just be able to turn it on, and its own momentum should help us. Okay, we are here. So let's put the winch on the back end onto the vehicle. That means we can now turn the engine on. Hopefully we're all good to go. Don't know if I need to stay with diff lock on or not. Say that, it's not actually moving anywhere. Obviously this is the next climate's concern, but after this I think it's all flat. Come on, last little bit up. So momentum is definitely helping. I think once we're up I'll turn diff lock on. Got any more to give? I don't think it has. Come on, last little bit. There we go. Wow, okay, this mission has been a long time coming. It has been so tricky. I think we're kind of there. Right. We need to go basically this way. We're so close to getting this done now. It's taken the whole stream for this one mission. It has been a nightmare. We want to stay to the right, really, of the water. Just trying to see the best route. Yeah, let's go right. Hopefully we can get a bit of speed behind us now as well. Obviously, you've got to be aware it's on the back end. It's quite close, it's okay. I don't know how long before it runs out of fuel. When it runs out of fuel, we lose its momentum. I don't think we can refuel it either. I haven't seen the option to do so. So the more we can do under its own momentum, the better, because the minute it runs out, it just locks up. Oh, that's not fun. So we need closer to the end point, with it still going on its own speed. Make our life easier. I think we may do this. I think it's taken us nearly 3.5 hours. We may have done it. It's been a nightmare. We've had to restart the expedition. This is after messing up in the last stream and actually accidentally exiting the expedition when we didn't want to. And that didn't help things, obviously. Right or left doesn't really matter. Flat away. And then we've already done this, got to one point of this earlier before we run out of fuel. Not being able to do anything. We did an airdrop, pull our vehicle back to the start point in Coconino, refueled as much as we had, but then again it wasn't enough. That's why the airdrop that we found on the way here surprised me, because we've been to this route several times already and still didn't find an airdrop. Something there was something on it. I was saying earlier, metal detectors seem pointless because you could actually find everything with the drone, but I may have been wrong. Because the drone never picked that point up before. I don't quite know how we missed it. I'm just glad it looks like we're about to get this done. It's definitely been the hardest mission out of the whole game so far. Surprisingly difficult, but I think some of that's my poor planning. You know, this time round we had spare vehicles, we didn't waste the fuel getting to the gateway, because we managed to use the helicopter to get the vehicle here. Yeah, lots of things we did differently this time from first thing in the stream, and I think that all made a difference. And without doing that, I don't know if we would have done it this time. So I think planning things a little bit more detailed would help with the expedition. It's just being that one step ahead sometimes can make a massive difference. And helicopters need at least one on each map, because it's amazing how much difference they make. But we've learned the lessons. That's the important thing. Every time you make a mistake, learning from it, trying to do things differently next time. We're nearly there. We literally just got to go around this corner. Oh, it's not even around the corner, it's dead ahead. That's where it is. And this will open up the Sonoran Desert for us. And we'll have a point of reference, point of HQ here as well. As I say, it's taken us all day all morning. We've done it. Finally done it. Ah. Expedition complete. We consumed more than 406 litres of fuel. That was a given. We didn't collect 4 items. We did 2. That's fine. We gain a radars, a new frame module, and a new central outpost that we can deploy from here in the Sonoran Desert. 39,000 credits achieved for doing the mission as well. Like I say, I'm amazed we haven't got disliked. So let's just check, and there isn't. I'm amazed. One mission, one expedition. How this will tell us now. So this one took 51 minutes, but before that we'd already tried once before. We did in the end though. That's the important part, is it's done, because it means we don't have to do it again. Yeah, that was something. That was definitely something. 91,000 in the bank. No more, still no missions at the Grand Canyon. Coconino main expeditions are all done. Sonoran Desert, we've unlocked 2 more plus free roam. You've unlocked free roam for Sonoran Desert. You can now explore terrain, fulfill the contracts. So, next mission, let's have a look. Portable rig required, off-road. It's not actually much money, this one. 11,800 is all. That's not much at all. And we've got old problems as well. Let's start with Fistful of Copper. We've got 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. We may be able to do this. The distance we need to go is not far. So we'll have a look and see if we can get this mission done before we finish today. At least we've achieved something else. So for a Fistful of Copper, the mountains of Arizona are famous for their copper reserves and are always on the lookout for new deposits. We've received information on several potential mining sites. The purpose of your expedition is to analyse the rock and indicated points, and if you're lucky, set up a drill and take a sample. Bonus rewards: don't lose a scanning more than 2 times. That'd be interesting. Take less than 25 damage from tire inflation, complete the expedition. You gain emergency reserve M for the KRS-58 Bandit, which we don't own. Okay, vehicles off-road it is required. So what do we take? We just used the Action just now. I think we take something else. It's all our power. Not all of them actually. The step is lower power. I was curious to see if anything was more powerful than what we just used. Let's take the step 310 ESE for this one. We were just using the Action. It's an A+, B+, B+. So this one is actually meant to be more powerful strength-wise. So let's have a look at this. We obviously need, on the back of it, we need the... radar's the new one. I want to put the radar on. Something we've not used before. And we've only gained it in the last bit. So radar's on. It does give us the back module as well, which can use as fuel. Exhaust, ignore that. It's just cosmetic. It doesn't change anything. Anything that's cosmetic we don't generally bother with. For 5 grand we can give it emergency reserve M though. It's got Nerf bars on already. It's already got that one. I like the idea of that though. I don't mind spending the money on a vehicle if it's going to make a difference. Currently we've got the searchlight and the bull bar. Heavy bull bar is now there as well. That provides great crash protection. This one provides outstanding. We'll take that. Thank you very much. We can't do anything on the rear. Engine wise, we're on the better engine so far. The Azos AM8 1240 off-road gearbox. Suspension is rock crawler. Now we can change this. I think we'll stick to rock crawler. Tyre wise, 42 inch. The best ones. We've got extended winch. Can't take anything else yet. Diff locks engageable. Twin snorkels. Can take the high mount snorkel. It's 3 grand. I suppose it's if we have it, it's done. Let's take that. It's done then. We'll sell one of those as well. Okay. Obviously, this needs to have something. We need to take the drill part with us on the sideboard. We have learnt a lesson. Take everything we need. I don't even think we need a spare vehicle for this, to be honest. I know it sounds really bad. I don't think we do. I might even take. I'll take the spare fuel. And normally we've been taking a spare vehicle just in case. I don't think we need it. That could be a really bad decision, admittedly. I can't. Yeah, we'll have to take. We'll take a spare. I can't risk not, can we? Let's take the Lodestar. Doesn't need anything. We'll stick on some fuel and those just in case. I don't think we'll need them. Okay. We've got about 10-15 minutes to try and get this done. We're not earning much money out of this mission, to be fair, so we do need to be a bit careful what we're spending, I suppose. Operators, I think we want to take not the one that we can transfer goods with, but the one that gives us more range. I think that is probably a good idea. I've just changed something accidentally there, haven't I? There we go. Try not to use the DLC ones if we can avoid it. No, stop changing. Jaeger. Do we need a logistician? Not really. No. I think that's it. I think we're good. This may go really badly wrong. I don't know. I'm not. We're heading there, which we've been before. To I don't think we've been up there before. Okay, that's an interesting point to get to. That's where he wants us to go. Let's start the expedition. I'm hoping we've got this right. I may not have the right equipment. The drill part's the important part. Okay, we're in the wrong vehicle for a start, to be fair. Let me swap vehicle. I hate when he does that. Okay. We want to be in the step. Change truck. There we go. So this has the radar on, which we've not used before, to be fair. So that'd be interesting how that works. Fuel we're maxed. Okay. What I do want to do while we're here, straight away, not do that. How the okay, just we caught the tyre in the wrong place there. Did some damage. The tyre will be okay. Right, the first thing I want to do here was what I was saying was I want to build a module. No. Over here. There we go. Building modules. How much is a helipad? 40,000. Done. Because we know how helpful a helipad is. That's the first thing we need to do. Right, we're heading over here for the mission itself. I don't know why we're not tracking it. We need to find a way up. Now potentially there could be a bridge there. But how do we get to even that bit? There maybe. And to get to there possibly. I think we can get round there, you know. I think that's our way up. It seems really awkward, but I think that's probably it, to be honest. Looks that's the way. Now I don't quite know how the radar works. We want to put it on, just have a look. We can get this mission done before we do anything else. Perfect. We fail, we fail. Let's get it done. It means we have to come back to it. But yeah, radar, I don't quite know how it works. Cost of use 5 kilometers per minute. 5 kilowatts, sorry, per minute. I don't know if that's going to help us get to where we're going. Time-wise, I'll put it on when we're near where we're going up again. See what information it gives us. To be honest, I'm curious. I don't actually. We better save the radar because I don't know if we need to put it on once we get to the search point. Thinking about it, because otherwise, how are we going to know if it's the right spot? It didn't tell us to have a radar. Don't do. Today has been a nightmare for making the vehicle fall over. It's something for some reason I can't seem to stop doing today. I don't understand what is happening. for some reason, today is the day to make vehicles fall over. It's a little bit more top heavy, I suppose, having the radar on as well. Something we need to compensate for maybe in some of these corners and angles and rock ledges and stuff. So it's not massively more top heavy, but it is slightly. I'm not blaming the vehicle. It was my doing. But the two things that we've got something we're taking to be aware of. Yeah, I think we used the radar up there to search the area because I don't quite know how else we're going to find the deposit. Okay, so my thinking was, we're at the point where I think we are. Potentially. Where was my plan? I've lost my plan. We've got to get up to this bit, which actually, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think we can get up to this side. I was thinking we could get up, potentially there. Around there, that's there. I think we've got to go there. I think we're the complete wrong way. Because I think we need to go that way. Problem is, we know the map can be really deceiving. And it can look like it's climbable or not. And that's what I thought there. I thought that bit was climbable, but no way. We're not getting to where we want to that way. Back to base, and round to the left. We've got about 10 minutes. I want to get another mission done. I don't want to just say we've done one mission today, one expedition today. They've restarted several times. Messed up several times over. I don't want that to be the only thing we've achieved today. Right, we head back towards the base camp and then head left from there. I didn't see that bit as climbable previously, but actually now it does. As I say, the map can be very deceiving though. Although it now looks climbable, doesn't mean it actually is. What's this valley here? There's a bit of water there. We can go that way. Can we cross the water though? Or is that a big gap? That looks really small on the map. It's not that bad actually. I think the map makes it look worse than what it is. There we go. This vehicle seems really slow to drive compared to the Action. Now I don't know if it's because the radar's on and it's heavier, but it definitely seems a lot slower to drive than the Action is. And there is a possibility that it is just not as powerful. Doesn't feel powerful, I must admit. Right, is this the climb? No, it's the next bit. So we're straight here, ignoring that climb. That's the next one. And part of me thinks this mission can't be as simple as it sounds. And by that I mean, go to that area, put the drill bit there, job done. Seems like it's too easy. As if there's something else going to happen, or it's not going to be just one area. Eventually, that might be what it is. Right, this was the climb we saw, and actually, it looks fairly easy. Probably should put low range diff lock to help. It does always make a difference in climbs, that's the thing. And I can go lower on the gearbox if we need to. A minute though, I think we're okay. I know we're not getting paid very much for this expedition, so potentially it is a smaller expedition. Generally you get bigger, harder expeditions pay a lot more. Obviously we're going to do the ones that we've unlocked and are able to be done. Okay, we do need a turn here. We need to go up there, but we can't go up from that angle. We need to turn round. Just reset. We were kind of pointing the wrong way and I didn't have the turning circle. Turn around. We got where we wanted to there. Now we should. Hopefully. Maybe not. Let's not be silly with it. We've already messed up a few times today. Let's just make sure we're perfect first. Right. Worst comes to worst, we can always get an anchor out. We need to get up. I think it's just the slope there is just not brilliant. Might stay off this block for a minute. We can just use the extra power to get this first initial bit. There we go. I need to turn more though. An awkward climb, to be fair. It looks simple enough, but it's just ever so slightly awkward. Don't think there's anything to grab hold of. Stop there. This is why we have them though. Anchor points. Just gets our wheels up a little bit more. Still don't know if we can actually get the next bit. Grab anchor. I haven't put this lock back on. I wanted to see if full power was better. I think it was, to be fair. Although, can we do the last bit? We can indeed. Okay. This is what it wanted us to do. It can't be as simple as that, surely. Stop there. Start scanning. Oh, I hate scans. Oh no, these ones aren't too bad. Actually, it's worse than these. I think it's going to take us to a second area, which I don't think we'll have time to do. It can't just be the one place, surely. Scan complete. Okay, found a good place to install a portable rig in this quarry. All that means is to go down. Okay, we're going down. Where the car was, that's where we're going. First stage of this done. We need to now go down. What I may do actually is abseil. How bad is that to drop down? I might just abseil it. We don't need the radar. The radar's been pointless, to be fair. Right, go forward. There's a climb to our left there. That's where we want to be aiming for. We can abseil off the side of this down, potentially, and aim for that cliff. That climb. I think that would be an option. Maybe go down this other edge. If you haven't seen this abseil vehicle, we did it earlier on today. We're about to do it again. If we go down this other bit, I want to back off the edge of it. In fact, before we do that, let's quickly switch the radar on. We've not seen the radar yet. Radar is on. What do we learn? The area has been scanned. Okay, cool. What does it do? Oh, okay. It opens things up. That's pretty cool. To find new missions and airdrops, I think that'd be quite handy. There's a new mission there that we haven't seen before. Conduct a visual inspection of the canyon. That's all that mission is. It's things like we haven't seen before now. Obviously we'll have to come back and do that. We're not doing it now. We're just about out of time. I just don't want to finish the stream only completing one mission today. That's my issue. And so we'll abseil down here. Hopefully finish this mission before we finish today. Right, anchor point there. We need to put our back end attached to it. And this is where we find that we've got enough room on the winch to do this. We did previously. Doesn't mean we have now. We'll pull it tight and then we'll release as we go. There we go. And then if we slowly push out, we'll slowly lower us down. That's how we abseil down a mountain. We might be out of space. Will it not give us any more? I think we're at full length. Pulled it a bit tight to try and get wheels against the thing. Yeah, we're too tight. So, what we do from here is use another anchor. Put it on the front end. The only downside of this now is camera wise. It's not happy with me. Why can we not go down further down? There is a tree actually just there, to be fair. There's a tree in front of us. What we're doing with the anchor, we don't need anchor. We need winch, front end, tree, So we pull it front and forward if we can, or we need to put a back end on the tree to our left, trying to put us an angle. Stop changing camera would be handy. Back end to tree. Pull the back end around ever so slowly so we don't tip too far. We have always got a jack screw if needed. We may need the jack screw. Yeah, there we go. We're down though. Saves us a bit of hassle. Right, we need to make sure we're not going to do anything weird when we drop down here. Can we put down here? So this is where we were. We're heading. We need to head down there. Annoyingly, it always wants you to go really high, and I don't want to be high. What's the least height it will give me? Seriously? There we go. I don't think it will let me go too far down. Alright, there we go. Okay, got to be a bit careful because now we've got no more jack screws to save ourselves. Just got to get down that blue bit down there. That should be mission complete at least. Worst comes to worst, I could always helicopter the vehicle to give us a jack screw by trading between the vehicles. There is always that option. But I think we've done it. Deliver supplies. Borderable rig installed. And that is expedition complete. We pushed on that because we really didn't want to mess up and not get more than one thing done. We got all the bonus awards. Don't lose a scanning more than 2 times. That was good. 25 damage, time inflation, perfect. We gained the emergency reserves as well. 14 minutes 49. Took a bit of damage, not so bad. Sold all the extra stuff we didn't use. And that is mission complete. What a stream. What a pain that has been. We've managed to get stuff done. We've now got a base of operations in the Sonoran Desert, but it has not been easy. That Sonoran Desert mission has kicked our butt. Heavy Load was the name of the mission, and that has been the worst mission we've done so far. We have opened up a couple more missions there as well, so we'll work our way through these next time. But yeah, the Sonoran Desert has just been... It's that first mission there has just done us every time. I'm just glad it's done. So that is us for today. We are out of time, I'm afraid. We are back Thursday as we continue on the Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm trying to get something done for tomorrow to cover the natural stream. That's the whole point of Wednesday, to try and get the episodic stuff done. Trying to get ahead essentially for the Easter holidays and the operation, just to try to make sure we got something when I'm on the operation. So we have something going on the channel. Struggling currently, but we're trying. But that is us today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. A massive thank you to those that joined us today. Thank you for everything you've done for the channel. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. As I say, we're back Thursday morning with Kingdom Come Deliverance. Expeditions will be back very, very soon. Hopefully next week, although I'm keeping an eye out for Roadcraft. I believe the Reclaimed DLC is out next week, potentially. I think it's out the day before my birthday, to be fair. Not that I'm going to say what date that is. Thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the day, and we'll be back with a live stream very soon. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.